If someone put a gun to my head and said to produce the most genuine YouTube automation course ever, this video would be it. In this video, I'm giving you everything that I know about YouTube automation and running faceless YouTube channels that I've learned over the past 10 years. Everything that took me from a beginner with zero knowledge to scaling multiple channels to high six figures and turning this into a real business. It doesn't matter where you are, this video will be valuable for you, and here's why. Most gurus are out there promoting some BS tool that they get affiliate links and they're just paid to promote. Sharing advice that doesn't even work, or even worse, giving you advice and tips that will actually get your channels flagged. I'm not doing any of that. If this video can't make you rich with faceless YouTube channels, then no other video on the internet will. Because, well, clearly, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to give you the same exact value for free that I've given my students that have made $10,000 a month, $20,000, even my highest student making $50,000 in a single month. So close every other tab, put your phone away, give this video your full attention, and actually take notes. I promise you that is the best thing you can do here. So now let's get into the video. A lot of gurus are telling you to use AI to find niches, and other gurus are telling you to do it manually. But however, we are not going to do any of that. We're actually going to combine the two, and we're going to utilize AI while also utilizing manual work, because we still need to understand how to do it. We don't just want to ask AI, get a result, and not understand why it works. So we're going to be utilizing both. And that's actually the best method that no one's talking about, but that's also the same exact method that I use to get my 50 niche list spreadsheet that I'm giving away totally for free. All you have to do is click the link in the description, fill it out, and it will be sent to you immediately. So if you don't know where to start, watch this video, then go to the niche list, and then you have a channel to start. So step number one, we're going to be going with the manual way. And first, you want to head to YouTube. It doesn't matter what channel, you just want to head to YouTube. Next is we need to find a channel and a niche that's already printing. Now, how do you know what's working and what's not? I use a free extension with vidIQ, and it has an outlier score, and it also shows the amount of subscribers they have. So I'm looking for not only big channels in the space, but I'm also looking for smaller and newer channels. For example, this channel right here. So whenever I'm first looking at channels in different niches, I always look at the subscriber to video ratio. You do not want to get into a niche where there's only big channels getting the views, because we want something that's evergreen. Evergreen are the best niches on YouTube. You don't want something that's based off virality or trends. You want something that you could run for the next 5 to 10 years if you actually just ran it. So for something like this, I'm filtering to his oldest, and you can see this is a fairly new channel, 5 months old, and he's targeting the older audience on how to live longer, basically health, wellness tips, and he's doing it, you can see, like seniors, after 60, seniors. He's kind of doing like the news type of urgency call to it, but it's actually working, and his latest videos haven't been doing that good, so this is something that I probably wouldn't want to get into. Now, his recent videos haven't been doing too well, but you can see there's still a few outliers, 2.5, 2.5. There's one with 13,000 views, and these particular videos seem to be all AI. This is just an AI avatar. So this is probably a niche that I wouldn't want to go to. So I would just go back to the YouTube homepage, and the more niches, the more channels, just the more time you spend on YouTube, the more that it's going to curate your algorithm. Like here, we have a channel called Prime Brief. This one I'm actually subscribed to, and this is politics, but it uses AI as well. So it's super easy, super seamless. I will say this niche is not a good example of what to actually follow. These channels are all short term if it's based off politics, especially how they utilize AI. But for this example, you can see that they have 10,000 subscribers almost, with 36 videos, and their oldest video being just over a month old. And if we filter to popular, they have 400,000, 200,000, even recent videos that are still doing very well. So this is a potential channel, obviously, if it was in a different niche with these same stats. This is something that I'd want to get into. So after doing some manual research, and again, it's going to take around 15 to 20 minutes just messing around, searching some keywords, looking and seeing what the algorithm is actually feeding you. You're going to have a few channels. Now, again, I'm going to use this channel for example, and also this channel, Senior Vital Health. This is just health and wellness for seniors, 100,000 plus views in the last week. So they're getting pretty good views. And again, they don't even have that many videos for the amount of money that they're potentially making, which 7.3 million views in this niche with a high RPM is a lot of money. So now that we did the manual way, I'm going to show how to use Claude and actually use AI to help you find other niches and find more channels specifically in the niches that you're looking to get interested, because competitor channel analysis is very key, especially when starting. And if you don't know how Claude or AI works, don't worry, because I'm going to walk you through exactly how I use it on a day-to-day basis. And the best thing with you watching this video is if you take notes and you pay attention, you could basically just replicate one-to-one, and whatever niche or channels that you're looking at, it's basically just plug and play, swap out for what I'm putting, and get the same results. So first thing I would do is go to my actual channels that I found, and I would copy the links to them, not videos specifically, just the channel links. And then I use Sonnet 4.6 for Claude. And for effort, I pay for Claude, so I have the premium version. I get higher usage, so I can use high or medium. But for most of you guys, if you're using the free version, stick with low or medium. For anything deep analysis, anything where I need it to do extensive research, I always use medium. For just quick tasks, things that are already in its memory, I would just use low. So for this, we'll go for medium and watch and pay attention to how I utilize and how I actually talk to Claude to find these exact channels, just more competitors in the same space. Hey Claude, I just sent you 2 channels that I really like, and I'm going to start my own Faceless YouTube channels on it. You can see Prime Brief is kind of political, but they also take the AI route. Same thing with Senior Vital Health. I want to make 2 channels that are in this exact niche with the same target audience for health and wellness and urgency politics. So please find me more example channels in the same exact niche. They have to be faceless content, and give me 5 keywords for each niche that I could also do my own research on YouTube to find more channels like these. All you would do is hit OK, and then you send it to Claude, and literally in seconds, this is the best thing with Claude, it does all the work for you. Now, what you can also do is you can pay attention to what it's doing. So you can see now it's looking at Prime Brief, it's looking at Senior Vital Health, it's finding tools. I also connected vidIQ, which is the free extension. I actually pay for it, but for everyone else, it's free. Again, I just use a lot of usage and credits, so I have to pay for it because I have a bunch of channels. And just after 20 seconds of waiting, it is now breaking down everything for me. You can see that we have other channels. Now, one thing it didn't do is it didn't link me the actual channels, so we could probably find these if we just copy paste the names. But what I would do next time, if we're watching this, is just have it send you the links as well. I wasn't too specific with that, so that's an easy fix. But if we just copy paste it, we can see Senior Remedies. Oh wow, this is a very good, very crazy niche, and also channel, because we already found this niche. We just found this channel specifically 1 month ago, 1 million views. Like, hopefully you guys see that I just did that right in front of you. This is a brand new Claude chat. There was nothing before this. I sent it this message right here, just gave it the 2 channels that I wanted to, for example, and now it found this. You can see it even gave me the average views, why it's relevant, it's direct competition, senior health, natural remedies, US based English. And then this is the most important part right here. So if you're taking notes, make sure to write this down. You always want to ask AI, because this is something that takes experience if you're going to do manual work. But again, the way that I personally do it and all my other students do it is manual plus utilizing AI. And you want to make sure that you're getting 5 keywords to research more channels. And what are keywords? Well, basically because you don't want to only rely on manual work, but you also don't want to rely on AI to find more channels. If we just go and open a new YouTube tab and we copy paste any of these keywords, this is what's actually going to find us more channels just like this. And boom, right off the bat, we have this channel called Senior Circle. Let's see how many views they have. 64,000 last 7 days. Nothing insane. 6 days ago, 10,000 views. 66 2 weeks ago. This is a pretty good niche. And again, it's just proven concepts. You can see their thumbnails and their actual like format and style they use is pretty AI. But look at these views right here. 3 videos in a row. 500K on a 20-minute video. Over 70. So again, like some of you guys watching this video, including me, we're not the target audience. It's not supposed to be like appealing to us. This is something where it's for people over 70, people that are seniors. There's a video in a channel that I saw where they made a video on how to walk up the stairs with no pain. And it got like 7 million views in a little over a year. This video right here, the only 3 exercises you need to climb stairs easily, ages 60 plus. This video, if you would have told me this got 7 million views, I'd say probably not. But I'm not the target audience. I don't have back pain. I don't have knee pain. I don't have all these joint problems. I'm not 60 years old. So to us, we're younger, we don't have these problems. This niche in videos seems stupid, but it's just because we're not the target audience. Even though I think these thumbnails are overdone and honestly pretty shit, but I'm not the target audience, and if it works, it works. And you can see they're clearly still running it, and that was just by using one of the keywords. So if we go back to Claude, we've been looking at that channel. I want to look at the Prime Brief one. We have Golden State Times. We have some example ones right here. I want to look at, it says that this video or this channel averages 100,000 views of video, which if so, very, very insane. Again, I wouldn't run this niche specifically because it's AI, news, and politics on YouTube don't last too long. Wow, okay, you can see 600,000 views in the last 7 days, and all of their videos are getting crazy views. 470,000 views 3 days ago, 13 minutes long. And you can see just as I hover over the videos, it's like stock footage, B-roll, captions, probably an AI avatar, which is just like an AI person. And they started, let's see when they started this channel. Oldest, a little over a month ago. So they've made, we can do an estimate right here, 4.4 million views. Let's say they have a $10 RPM, which could be because it's an older audience. It's also very retention based. News, politics, people typically watch for half the video or the full thing. So 4.4 million views, that would be $44,000. And they just started this channel a little over a month ago, which is crazy. Again, do not follow this niche specifically because politics, especially for beginners, it is not good. This is definitely an expert and way more risky route to go. But for something like this, like Senior Circle, health and wellness, seniors, age 60 plus, remedies, things like that, this is something that you guys can get into. And even looking at the thumbnails, very basic. They've got the AI avatar doctor, and they're just making a bunch of money on the back end. And real quick, just before I show you a secret that I use with Claude, let me show you Adrian, who made $28,000 in less than 90 days of starting, with hitting highs of $800 a day. Victoria, who made $8,300 in a single month and gave her mom $1,000 for her birthday. Pretty sweet. But what's even crazier than those two is one of my top students named Priti, who made almost $50,000 in a single month with Faceless YouTube automation, doing the same thing that I just teach in these videos. And these are just some of my students' results who all have had personalized one-on-one help with me to actually guide and hold their hand through the entire process and actually starting or scaling their existing channel. So if you want the same support that Adrian, Victoria, Priti, and other students have had, then you can apply to work with me by clicking the link in the description, and if we're a fit, my team will reach out and we'll make it happen. Now back to the video. Now the secret that I was just about to give you guys is I actually will have Claude do everything for me. So Claude and AI can do so much more than you guys probably watching even think. And I'm still pretty new and not totally familiar with AI. I just started implementing it recently with my YouTube channels as much as I am now. So if you didn't know, Claude specifically can actually make Google spreadsheets, Google Docs. It can basically control and take things over on your computer and create a bunch of things for you. So similarly, how I'm giving you guys, if you fill out the form in the description, 50 niches with low competition but high RPMs, able to make $10,000 plus a month. And I did that all with AI using Claude, but I also implemented my same strategy of doing manual, but also utilizing AI work for it. So if we actually head to this, because scrolling through these chats can get pretty tedious and you end up missing out and forgetting where everything is. And especially the more you talk to it, the more you have to scroll up and down, and it just becomes a headache. So in order to fix that, take notes. If you're taking notes, write this down. Just copy the prompt that I'm about to tell Claude to do, and you'll see the result that it gives me. Hey, Claude, I appreciate it. Next thing I want you to do, anytime I ask in the future for channels or anything else specifically for a new niche, I want you to just send me the links directly, not the channel name, because I want to take the grunt work off of my back, and I want you to do that for me. Next, I want you to send me the app script so we can make a Google spreadsheet of a niche list for these specific channels and niches that you sent me. So go ahead and send me that code now and I can run it on my end. So pretty much you just want to copy this. Again, you don't have to do it word for word, but if you don't know what app script is, don't worry, because I'm about to show you exactly what that means and what we can actually utilize it. So we'll just send that message to Claude, wait for it to think. You can see it's reading memory, and within the next 30 seconds, it'll send it. I told you from the start I'd be fully transparent, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. You can see how now it gave me the app script for this, which again, I'm going to go over and explain how to actually use this, but it's basically a bunch of code to actually make and curate the Google spreadsheet with all the information that we need. Now, I don't like how it's all in this one row. Honestly, it probably works and makes sense for a lot of you guys, but behind my face cam, if I just hide this, and we go to copy, you're just going to hit copy. And once you do hit copy, then you're going to want to go to your Google spreadsheet, and your spreadsheet is going to look exactly like mine. It's going to be blank. It's going to have sheet 1 on it. There's nothing crazy or secret about this. It's just a brand new Google spreadsheet. From here, obviously name it like niche list or whatever you want. Then go to extensions, go to app script. It's going to open a new tab. It may ask you to sign in. If so, that's fine. Then you just want to do Control A or just delete everything and make sure that there's nothing here. Then all you do, as simple as this is, you just want to go ahead and paste everything that is already here. And your rows and mine aren't going to be the exact same. Like I have 324. Yours might be less. Yours might be more, just depending on the information you give it. But all you want to do is you want to paste it in. It's important to write this down and take notes again, because you want to hit save project to drive first. Then you want to click right here. There's going to be different tabs to go through. This is where you're going to go back to Claude, and it's going to tell you which one to actually put it towards. So if I just swap this back here, you can see that it says click save, then run add niche tabs. So this is the one that I want to actually use. So now that we're back here, we're going to go and put add niche tabs, and then you're just going to hit run. And quite literally, as simple as that is, you're going to review these permissions, accept it, and it will update your Google spreadsheet live for you. So now you can see it says execution started at 2:40, and within just 30 seconds max, usually it will be done and you'll be able to check out your spreadsheet. Again, the spreadsheet looks like this right now, and now it's adding things and it will update. It says execution completed. So now we can go back here. So this is what the app script did, and you can see that it actually sorted it into 2 different sheets. We have political news, AI faces, and we have senior health and wellness. Now, this isn't how I would normally have the spreadsheet made, but this is just a quick example. You can have it, organize it. You can literally just tell Claude, hey, I want it XYZ way. You could have it put the research keywords in the front or whatever format you want. And Claude, like I said, will do everything for you. Now, again, remember, if you're taking notes, it's important to remember that we are not relying on AI and we're not manually doing the work for 100%. We're doing manual work to initially get it started, get the ball rolling, and we're taking Claude to actually capitalize and maximize everything because there's so many different channels, there's so many keywords, there's so many different niches that we can never find. So Claude kind of helps bridge that gap and does everything for you and is able to also make you a spreadsheet if you want to do that again. And Claude is actually able to make a full spreadsheet or a Google Doc. That way you can keep everything noted and you're not having to scroll through up and down on a Claude chat. So after this step now, I would just go through each of these sheets, or if it puts it all into one page, I just scroll through, skim through, and make sure that it actually did everything correctly. So just keep scrolling through, making sure, clicking on channels, making sure that these are actually in the niche. Health Daily 365. Again, I'm looking at the subscriber count, the video count, 7,000 subscribers with 63 videos, but their oldest being 2 months ago. First video got 127,000 views, most popular being 187,000. Like, this is a good channel. And it really is just that easy of going through, giving Claude more information, giving it channels, just giving it the initial links and data that you need to give it to, and it can formulate a spreadsheet, give you more research keywords. It can just create and find everything for you because, again, we want to do manual work, but we also want to utilize AI because it can do it in seconds. Niche number 8, it's reactions. Now, there's a few different types of reaction channels, and we've all seen this because they're very popular and they're very common. The first example I'm going to show you is more of a kids-based reaction channel. Now, when I go through each of these niches, there's going to be a few different key points per niche. The different key points are going to be either how I personally run these if I'm in this niche, or how I would run it and how I would operate it, outsource the team, how big is the skill gap to get into this? So if you're a beginner watching this and you're like, yo, Chris, I don't know if this is for me, I'm going to break every single thing down. So it's important to take notes and pay very close attention. That way, if you don't have enough experience, if I say, hey, this is easy, then you may want to give it a shot. So again, there's different types of reaction channels, but the examples I'm going to show you, at least for these two, are very kid-friendly and pretty simple to do. Number one with finding a niche is understanding the target audience and the ideal viewer that you want to be watching your videos. Now, obviously, you can see the channel name on this is Speed Crew, and I actually know who runs this channel. This isn't one of mine. And you can see their oldest video, he started around a month ago. He has a total of 7,000 subscribers, and if we check, he has 2 million views. So again, a month ago, this channel didn't even exist. He started it a month later. He has only 23 videos. He's not even posting daily, and he's got 2 million views, which, depending on the RPM, even if it's $3, he's made over $5,000 to $7,000 just in the last month from this channel alone. Now, like I said, if you're gonna go through this niche, it's important to understand your audience because there's different type of reaction channels. For example, here's another very popular YouTuber with 35 million subscribers. If you don't know who this is, Sniper Wolf, she's been on YouTube for years. Her oldest video was 13 years ago, and you can see now her most popular videos, and still what she does till this day, every single day, is upload reaction type of content. Now, obviously, she has a huge personal brand, so when you go to her views, and she has 33 million views in the last month, obviously, I wouldn't expect to get 33 million views. But if we look at a channel like this that has only 43 videos posted, and you can see they haven't even posted in 5 months. But what's crazy about that, if we check their channel stats, in the last month, they have 1.6 million views. And again, they haven't even touched this in the last 5 months. When I said at the start of this video that these channels and videos pay more than your entire paycheck, I seriously mean it. The owner of this channel has had passive income for 5 months, and my friend that runs this channel isn't even running it every single day, like I said, yet he's still making money every single day. The past 7 days, he's got 215,000 views because the target audience for this niche is very kid-friendly. They're reacting to kid-based videos. And it's very easy because in order to just find these videos, you can go on different YouTube channels. And if you're asking me how would we find video ideas, well, I'm just going to look up Sonic Reacts 2, and we can see that there's going to be other reaction channels that do Sonic, and we can see if there's anything that are getting views recently. And as you can see, there are different characters. This reaction channel is based off Sonic. This one is based off a character which is very popular with kids called Sprunky. And the best part about this niche is the RPM is actually pretty good, considering the fact that you have little kids watching this. Obviously, if you're sticking to a niche in reactions like this, your RPM can range anywhere from $2 to $8 or even higher if you're running compilations. As you can see, each of these videos are anywhere from like 8 to 12 minutes long, maybe 15. Even on this channel, again, my friend right here, he's averaging around 10 to 12 minute video. But if we actually look at this channel, which is Sprunky World, which is the same type of video, same type of reaction, just different characters in the niche. If we look at their videos, not only are they getting way more views, and if we actually check this out, we can see in the last month alone, they have 14 million views. So they're averaging around 500,000 views a day. But their video duration length, we can see 56 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. They just have hour-long videos, and these are what compilations are. It's combining old videos with newer videos and making them 30, 40, 50 minutes, 2 hours long. And the way YouTube works, the longer your videos are, the more ads you're able to place, and meaning you need less views to get a higher RPM and overall just make more money. So this channel is making loads and loads of money. One, because they're uploading compilations, which are longer videos, and two, because they're obviously getting a lot of views, which on top of that just makes this a really, really good niche. The best thing to do in this niche is you want to niche down, right? You can do very basic reaction type of videos where you can sit in front of the camera and be like Sniper Wolf. The thing is, one, she's a girl, that definitely plays a part into it. And two, she's been doing this for over 13 years now. So the chances of you sitting in front of a camera, reacting to the same type of videos she is and getting the same results, if not a little less, it's gonna be near impossible. Whereas the entire channel and the entire niche and the entire virality of these videos and channel rely on, one, already proven viral concepts with viral video ideas. And second of all, these are based on characters that the core audience already knows and loves. So when my friend uploaded a video and it says Sonic vs. Shredder or reacting to Sonic Pancake Art or any of his first videos, the reason why they all have over 100,000 views is because he was using a high profile character such as Sonic that kids know. Same thing over here with the Sprunky channel. If we go to their oldest video, their very first video, look at their first few videos, 2.4 million views, 4 million views, 1.9 million views. The ICP and the target audience already knows who they are. They already recognize the name, they recognize the character, they recognize the niche. And that is why it's so much easier to have and use different characters that people already know and love, rather than having a personal brand attached to it. Obviously, it worked out for her, but like I said, she's in the 0.001%. Because I am talking about faceless YouTube automation, these are videos that you can actually outsource and hire a complete team to run for you. You don't even have to be the one reacting to the video. You don't have to be the one finding the video ideas. You can just operate on the back end like a CEO and just manage and just run the channel and be making money from it every single day. The number 7 niche is going to be search-based niche. Now, you might be, at first glance, you're sitting this, you're like, what the heck is search-based niche? Well, it's very easy to understand because it's exactly as you see it right here. It's something that is search based, and just like the name implies, you can guess if we go to their videos, it's how to do certain things, right? It's either how to set up something or it's solving a problem. It's how to X, right? And this particular channel is a how to channel, but it's not only how to, it's how to with food. So if we go to all their videos, oldest, you can see they started off with how to save power, how to close a door, very simple and basic videos. And now we can see they're making full-blown videos and they're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of views from such stupid ideas such as how to make a cheese sandwich. And yes, this video got almost 1 million views in 3 weeks, which is crazy. A good thing with this niche is because it's search-based, you're getting high search results, which means the chances of your video getting 0 views, unless it's an absolute terrible idea, is close to impossible. Now, something to note with the how-to channel, this channel does not follow the same rule, but a lot of search-based channels end up growing over time, right? They're evergreen. So if you post a video in January, if you were to check 12 months later in December, obviously it's going to have grown exponentially by then. It's not going to peak at one day where it gets 100,000 views. And like I said, this channel does it very, very well. And they're probably one of the biggest in the niche because they have almost 20 million subscribers. We can even check. In the last 30 days, they have 8.4 million views. So if we said their RPM was even $5, that's $40,000 that they're making from how to make X videos on food. It's something super, super simple. And you can see their inconsistency is their biggest downfall in the channel. It goes from 5 months ago to a month ago to 3 hours ago. So if one of you watching this wanted to get into the niche, again, you're probably not going to start off with the numbers and views like this, but eventually down the line, as you grow and you grow and grow and you're consistent with it and you show just everyday effort, YouTube is going to push your videos out. And again, this is something where it's literally just typing in how to, and you can see there's how to add Cash App to Apple Pay. This is another niche. And again, this doesn't have to do with food. This has to do with finance. And what do we know about YouTube and finance? One of the best audiences that you can have on YouTube is finance. Why? Because it's people that are 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. They have money, they have savings, they have a job, right? So they've had their entire life to work and spend money on the ads that are showing on these videos. For example, this lady right here made a video, how to add Cash App to your Apple Pay. Cash App and having Apple Pay added to that has been around for years. She made a video just 2 months ago. It's not a long video, and it has 13,000 views. So this is a very good video for her channel size. She only has 42,000 subscribers, and it took her literally 3 minutes to make this video. And if we click on it, I'll prove to you that this works. We can see that literally my exact thing that I was just telling you guys, within the first week, this video only had 1,900 views, which is nothing, right? You're like, Chris, I thought we were going for viral videos. It depends on the niche and it depends on your core audience. Whereas now if we look at over time, 63 days, it has 13,000. So these are videos and views that are going to go up over time. It's not going to be like in the first week it goes viral, or in one day it gained 50 million views. It's going to be where you look at it, you post it one day, next week you check, it's growing, next month you check, it's growing, the month after that it's growing, and it's going to be exponentially growing. And if we even go to, again, we're going to do a little bit further research. If we go to her most popular videos, she posted this video 3 years ago, how to use Cash App. Again, Cash App has been around for years and years and years, so there's no reason for this video in specific to have views. It's not like it just randomly came out. We can see the first month she posted it in 2022, it had 66 views. Next month, it had 783. And every single month it goes up and up and up. And this ended up being her biggest video with 500,000 views. But you can see it got there gradually over time. It didn't just randomly skyrocket to that number. So this is why this niche works so well, is because it's search-based and it's based on search results and people actually wanting to either solve a problem or how to set up something. And again, it doesn't have to be either food or finance. You can do anything in the world. These are just some examples that I think work really well and something that I think you guys should look into if you're interested in this niche. The best part I personally think about this niche is the effort required is a 2 out of 10. This is something very simple. It doesn't even require you to be on camera. Again, she's trying to take the personal brand aspect to it where she's an apparent character in every video, her logo, her banner, everything. But you can just hire a freelancer from the Philippines, from India, from Brazil, pay them $10 to do 5 to 10 different videos for you. And now you have over a week's worth of videos. And again, it's not going to see instant returns like that. These are videos that are more longevity, and over time, as long as you're consistent, they're going to grow. So like if we look at her videos, she doesn't really get that many views, but if we look at her last month, she has 200,000 views, which she's in a good niche because it's finance, and she's in a how-to high search result based niche. So obviously this is a good one, and she's going to be making money forever, pretty much. Niche number 6 is going to be gaming, more specifically Roblox and kids-based gaming content. Now, something that's actually really cool with this niche is I'm going to be able to show you one of my personal channels, and I'm going to start by refreshing it. We can see that this total channel has 42 million views, $300,000 in revenue, and I'll even go a little bit further. I'll show you that the currency is in USD. We'll even change it to this. You can see that the currency changes to whatever the heck that is, and now we're back in USD. Still 300,000. The craziest part about this channel and this niche in general, and see I haven't posted since September 16th, yet I'm still getting views till this day, and I'm still making reoccurring money. And I have a few example channels pulled up, but just to show you a little bit further into a deeper dive, because you're never going to see this from another guru, even though this is a kids-based audience and it is gaming related, you can see the RPM is $8.13 per 1,000 views, which is actually pretty good because I got 40 million views total on the channel, and in return that paid me $330,000, which isn't bad at all. This is actually a very good RPM. And before we get to the example channels, I'll just show you 2 videos that have made way more than a 9-to-5 job can ever. And this one video that got 3 million views paid me $20,000, and it's still getting views to this day. So for this particular channel, it was me and my friend that recorded this video. We were playing a video game. Now, obviously there's things that goes into it. You have to know how to portray the character. You have to know what your audience wants to look for. But in the end, we recorded for 30 to 40 minutes, got paid $20,000 in the course of about 2.5 to 3 years. Same thing with this video. We recorded for 30 to 40 minutes, 1.7 million views, $13,000. And you can see these videos are a little bit longer. Like this one's 33 minutes. This one's another 33 minute. And the revenue and the RPM, 7.86. This video, 6.90. And so you can see that this channel and this niche actually works. Gaming is very, very good. But now I'm going to show you that it works for other people and show you a bunch of different example channels. The first example channel I'll show you is a channel called Techie Plays. Now, all of these types of channels, and the one that I just showed you is in the game Roblox. So there's a bunch of different games out there. There's Minecraft, there's Roblox, there's Call of Duty, there's a bunch of different ones, right? It's very important that you understand, 1, the audience, like I've been saying for every niche so far, and 2, that you pick a game that's already viral and that has a huge core audience. Roblox right now is the biggest game of all time, and it continues to only get bigger because it acts as like a mini game type of thing. So there's pretty much endless types of activities. It's for all ages. There's people my age that play it. There's little kids that play it. There's older people. It's for everybody. It's an evergreen game. Now, at first glance, you're like, why are you showing me this channel? Yeah, they got a lot of subs, but they have a lot of videos. Well, I'm going to show you that this channel in the last 30 days on one channel, 48 million views. Now, let's assume he has a $5 RPM. Okay, that's still over $50,000 a month from this one channel. But what's crazy, and the actual goal of the gaming niche, is you don't just have one channel. You can see he has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 channels, all from this one main brand, which his name is Techie. So he has this channel where he uploads daily videos on. And then if we go back to the homepage, we've got a bunch of other channels, and he's got 7 in total. So he's got this other channel that uploads more personal solo type of content. He's got this other channel that uploads more. He's even got more down here. And somewhere in here, I know he has a compilation channel, which is actually right here, which is what I was showing you with the reaction niche. And this is pretty much like a cash cow, just solely for the money type of channel. Again, these are no new videos on this channel. These are all old content. He'll just have a new idea based on if there's anything trending or not. And he'll have a new thumbnail, and he'll just piece all the videos together, put them one by one. And now he's making, from this channel, he's got 11 million views in the last 30 days. So if we take a $10 RPM, which is bare minimum for these types of videos and the length that they're at, that's $110,000 a month from this one channel. So from the 2 channels that we've already seen from him out of his 7, he's sitting at over $150,000 a month. And again, he's got more and more channels and another compilation one. So you can see how this gaming channel really works. And again, the key part with the gaming channel, it's all about ideation. For those who watch Roblox, you might know this YouTuber named Fulton. He's very popular in the Roblox world. If I just go ahead and copy one of his most recent video ideas, he did a video titled Roblox Fat to Fit. If I open a new tab and I just copy that same title, you can see that he did this 4 days ago. We're going to see that another guy did it 3 days ago. Didn't do as good. We can see that this guy did it 2 weeks ago, another 2 weeks ago, 7 days ago. So these people have done it before this guy ever did it, but because that he has the branding, he has the name, he has the authority in the channel space, people are able to watch him, and they want to watch him because he's obviously viral, he's funny, he adds some type of personal element to it that these other channels don't really do. So video ideas is very simple, and you just really want to pay attention. And again, you could even see, if we look at his example thumbnail, again, he posted this video 4 days ago. If we go to even like this, cash blocks right here, he did a little bit of a different title, but the overall packaging is the same with the same thumbnail, and all he did was obviously add his face to it because he's more of a personal gaming brand. And something that you can also do with this niche that makes it very overpowered is if you're able to incorporate a personal brand / face or main character to it, you're able to get sponsorships, brand deals, big company reach out, sponsorships with Roblox or the game that you're playing and showing on your channel, endless opportunities, and it makes AdSense just a bonus on top of everything. Now you're having to have brand sponsorships, you're getting referral codes, affiliate links, whatever it is. This niche is honestly one of the greatest. And again, it's heavy reliant, and it is very reliant on ideation. If you're not going to come up or find or be able to find viral video ideas, this channel is not going to work for you. And again, some of you are sitting here like, oh, but Chris, I don't know how to do it, or I don't know if I have time for it. It's not hard. You just have to pay attention. Like I said, this guy literally just copied what other people were already doing. And because his video is probably not even better, it's just the fact that he's trending right now. He could be funnier. He has a certain aspect about him that makes him stand out versus the other people. And that's why kids continue to watch him. And if you don't know where to find the footage, you don't know how to play Roblox or Minecraft or any of these games, the best part about this is you can outsource and you can hire people to do it for you. And on the channel that I actually showed you, I was also in the videos, but I had body actors or voice actors that would help do these video recordings with me. Now, niche number 5 is going to be something a little bit different than these other niches that I'm going to be showing you, and that is movie recaps. And we have a few different example channels, and something I want to show you is, one, there's obviously very big channels in the niche, ones that are more dominant, more that have authority, and you can see the views obviously reflect that. In the last week, 1.5 million views. Channel stats, we can see they have 7.3 million views in the last month. But also something that's interesting and something you want to look for in every niche regardless is you want to make sure that there's not only big channels that are actively getting views in the niche, but also smaller channels. So a channel where they can get under 20,000 subscribers, they have just over 100 videos. And if we go to oldest, they've been doing this for a little over a year now. And you can see when they first started, their views were not great. Few hundred, maybe several thousands of views, but nothing crazy. But now if we filter their most popular, 2 months ago, 1.1 million, a month ago, 400,000. All of their most popular, at least their top 4 most popular videos, were posted within the last 2 months, which is a really good sign for us. And the reason you want to look for big and small channels getting views is, let's say we found these 2 channels. Obviously, they're getting views, they're making money, and they're doing good, but we don't have 500,000 subscribers. We also don't have 2.5 million. We're going to be starting closer to this 18,000 mark, right? We're going to be starting from 0 or at least a few subscribers. And if we're going to be starting that, we need to make sure that there's a channel similar to our size that is actively getting views. Because if only big channels like this are getting views, well, the chances of us being able to have authority, it could be super niche down. There could be several reasons why only big channels or like the older channels get views. But for the most part, every niche is pretty good to be able to run regardless of your size. And another reason why this is a really good niche, one, because the RPM is so high. A reason why it's really high is because of the audience and the video length. You can see they're averaging, at least on this channel, around 20 to 30 minutes. This channel right here, averaging around 20 minutes again. And then we have this channel again where they even do 20 minutes. And this is something that I would do that's predominant in all the channels that I'd run. I would see if they have, you can see they have subscribed to our new channel. So they have movie recaps, then they have Movie Land and Movie Recap. These other channels, we can check out if they have other channels, which they actually don't. So they're not cross-promoting, or they're not sub-niching into another niche that's with the movie genre, anything like that. And that is something I would do. If you're getting millions of views a month and have millions of subscribers, I would make other channels and I would post on it. Like how these guys are making this. They turned one revenue stream, one AdSense, one sponsorship, one brand deal account, and now they have another channel. And for some reason they haven't been posting it, but you can see when they did post it, 20 million views on their most popular video. That's probably more popular than, if we go to this channel, yeah, literally their second channel's most popular video is more popular than their main channel. So this is why having multiple channels and be able to diversify and get into different sub niches in a niche is really, really good. And that's exactly why this niche, the movie recaps niche, is really good and it works. And in terms of where to find the clips or how to hire people, you can use things like onlinejobs.ph, Upwork, Fiverr, and you can find clip sourcers or someone that has done a movie recap / like a movie summary niche. And you can find someone that's done like a movie recaps channel or worked with someone that has. And all they would do is they would go to basically like free websites to watch movies or download it and just cut up and make it an entertaining video. They would turn a 2-hour movie into a 15 to 20 minute video with all of the important parts, get rid of all the boring stuff. And it's pretty simple as that. Like if you were to just click on one of these videos, you can see they're very, very basic. It's almost not even like a movie. If you didn't know, you would think this is like its own type of story thing. And I think that's another reason why this niche works so well, is because when you read this initially, you think it's almost just either like a documentary or it's just really like a story. You didn't realize it's a movie until you actually click on it. And it's very basic. It just shows this. There's not even captions. There's an AI voiceover, and it just has a black bar at the top and bottom. It's super, super simple format. What carries this is definitely the ideation and the thumbnail. So definitely the ideation is what makes this channel and overall niche really well. As far as effort required goes, I would give it a 4 out of 10. Like I just said, the video production is very simple, and the ideation is what's going to make or break. So if you can get good ideas or even decent ideas, you'll be fine. You'll end up making money. But if you're shitting the bed with ideas, you can't come up with there, you don't know how to, it's going to be really, really hard. Just because the video production side is never going to carry the video because it's such a simple niche. If someone with millions of subscribers is making it super, super basic, well, then you don't really need to do much else, especially for getting in barrier to entry. You don't want to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on videos. You just want to spend, you know, maybe $20, $30 per video, and that's it, and move on and be able to make more money. Now, this next niche is something that I get personally asked every single day on how to do it, because a lot of you that watch this and know me know that I run body cam channels, and this is definitely one of the most underrated and one of the most lucrative ones to get into. And the best part with this niche, just like the other gaming one, is I'm going to give you behind the scenes stuff because I'm actually in this and I have proof of concept. I know it works. I'll show you a video right here that made $7,800. We'll start with a refresh, and we'll even go to settings. You can see it's in USD as well. So you can see we have this video right here. It was posted 252 days ago, and it has 2 million views. Now, something that's also really, really interesting on this video is not the fact that it went viral and it got 2 million views and made almost $10,000, but this was the first video we posted on this specific body cam channel. So before this, there were no videos, and if you check right here, you can see in the first 7 days, it had 500,000 views. But if we go to estimated revenue, if we go to the first 7 days, we weren't even monetized. So that's even more proof. So we should get paid an extra 500,000 views. But unfortunately, because you have to have a monetization process and, you know, it has to verify everything, we weren't able to get paid for those views. But if we go to the revenue right here, we can see that the RPM is $3.90. Now, something that ended up happening is we ended up getting copyrighted around December 3rd. So we ended up making $7,800. And then from December 3rd on out, which if we go to the views, 1.7 million. So technically we didn't get paid for 300,000 after. So this still should technically be closer to $10,000 to $15,000 if all of the views were monetizable. And obviously the RPM is going based off the views and then how much money we made. So this RPM isn't even fully correct either. But again, I just wanted to show you guys this so I could be fully transparent. And the way this body cam niche works, and the reason why it's so good, is because simply by doing basic research and just typing in body cam, you can see there's tons of different channels, and more importantly, there's tons of different videos getting hundreds of thousands and millions of views. It's insane. There's this channel right here that has 1,000 subscribers, and I actually have them pulled up right here. They have 1,000 subscribers, 23 videos posted. Yet their most popular video was just 2 days ago. They started this channel 3 months ago, and the fact that they were able to get a 70,000 viewed video in 2 days is crazy. And you can see on this right side just how fast it takes off. They went from averaging anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 views a video to within the first day of posting this video just yesterday, they got 54,000 views in a day. And then obviously now they're at 70,000. So it picks up really fast with this niche. And obviously something in this niche is we don't just have smaller channels. We have channels like Police Activity with almost 10 million subscribers. We've got another channel that's relatively small. And again, look, this channel still has 1 million views, which if they have a $5 RPM, this is $5,000, and they just started a month ago. So if this channel is able to start, actually they didn't even start a month ago. They were posting some random anime, and 2 to 3 weeks ago they started posting body cam. So if we were go to the most popular, and we are able to see that they got pretty much all of their 900,000 views in the body cam niche in just 2 to 3 weeks, and they're able to make $5,000. Well, this is the exact reason why I said that I'm going to help you quit your 9 to 5. Because if you could get into a niche like this and have videos like this and a channel that's exactly like this, well, you could have made $5,000 in 2 to 3 weeks, and it would have been completely faceless and completely automated. That's why this niche is so good, and that's why this business model is honestly one of the greatest, because one, you can have a full team working for you. Obviously, you have to do your due diligence. You have to make sure they're doing their tasks, they're staying up to date. You'll do ideation. You'll do something for the channel, but for the most part, the grunt work, the video production, the thumbnails, the titles, whatever you're not best at and whatever is not your strong suit, you're just going to outsource, and you're going to have other people that is their strong suit. You're just going to have them do it for you. And if you're like, oh, Chris, well, I don't know how to get the footage, or I don't know if I want to do body cam, maybe you don't like it. Well, you can niche down and just do something that's kind of crime related. So you could do interrogations and confessions. If we look this up right here, it's still relatively in the body cam niche. And we can see we have small channels, big channels, Tangled Web Interrogations. They have 82,000 subscribers, 83 videos. And if we look at their channel stats, oh my gosh, look at this. They have 4.7 million views in the last 30 days. Again, if you do the math, if they have a $10 RPM, that's $47,000. If they have a $5 RPM, that's half of $47,000, which is around $24,000 in a month. So again, either way, they're making a lot of money. And the reason why I know that they have a close to $10 RPM, if not higher, one, they're getting really, really good views. And second of all, their video length. They're posting almost 1 hour videos every single time they post. So they probably have a $10 to probably $12 RPM. So they're making roughly around minimum $40,000 a month, not even a question. And again, they haven't even had their channel for that long. If I would have told you 7 months ago you could have been posting this and you could have gotten millions of views and hundreds of thousands of dollars and made a lot of money from this and quit your 9 to 5, you probably would have told me I'm crazy. But the fact that I'm able to show you a single video that I've posted in this niche making almost $10,000, that should show you the proof and show you that this is actually real and you can change your life with this. And like I said before, all these niches are pretty evergreen, including this one. This is something you could post from January to December. There's views going to be fluctuating all throughout the time. It's really based on crazy moments, ideation, packaging. This video in particular that we posted, it wasn't a high intensity one. It wasn't even something that I would personally watch. I found it quite boring, but it was the way we packaged it, the way we sold the video and people portrayed it as, versus when they actually watched it. Yeah, we can see that the average view duration was 45%, which is really, really good. You can see this retention graph is pretty steady, and that also helped and played a role in its virality. But it really just is an overall good video, and even though it's not like a high-speed chase or the guy didn't punch and was going crazy doing stuff that's crazy illegal, it's still just overall a good video, and it satisfied the audience enough, obviously, to where we're still able to get views till this day on it, even though it's 252 days old. This niche I'm actually super pumped to show you guys because there's a sub niche that I found, and it's actually like a new method. It's a new trend. I've seen it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. I've seen it all over the place, and if you're actually wanting to get into this niche, it's very, very good. Number one, the audience is high, and the RPM is obviously going to be very high, so I'm going to show you right now. So Reddit stories is going to be a very, very good niche. Now, at first glance, if you look at this and you just type in Reddit stories, you're going to find channels like this, right? They either do like disturbing moments, and they either have AI or just a voiceover read you scary stories. And you know what's crazy? Most of these stories can either be from Reddit, which may be true, but a lot of them could just be ChatGPT, Claude, and just asking them to generate you a scary, or whatever the idea is, a scary Reddit story. And it's as simple as that. And you can see these video durations are an hour, 2 hours long, 3 hours long. And it's really, really easy to get into this niche. And you can see that they even have a secondary income source. They have a Patreon, which is actually crazy to look at because they have 500 members and they're charging $345 a month. Now, you can join for free, but if we were to assume that even half these people are paying the $345, right now it says projected to make 200K. If we even do divided by 2, we can see that they're making probably at least 50K to 100K a month from Patreon, just because their content and their video are so good, and they have an audience and they're in a niche that converts to not only views on YouTube, but also if they want to do sponsorships, brand deals, Patreon for exclusive or hidden access for extra videos. And if we're checking their last 30 days, they have 5.3 million views. So even if they had a $5 RPM, this is still bare minimum $25,000 a month, plus the Patreon, channel memberships, whatever other extra platforms that they're getting paid from. This channel and the person that runs this overall is definitely making 6 figures a month guaranteed with this. And the best part is you can do the same thing. This niche is so good. And again, if you're like, well, Chris, I don't like Reddit stories, or the production on this looks too high, or, oh, I don't, whatever. Well, let me show you a sub niche that you can get into, which is the exact same thing, Reddit stories, except this channel has way more authority because they have almost 300,000 subscribers with only 59 videos posted. This channel has 700,000 subscribers with 316 videos posted. And if we compare the views, they have 97 million total views. This channel also has 14 million. So it's a newer channel, but it's also a smaller channel. And again, if we compare this, 1.2 million views, this guy posts hour-long videos every single time. Not only is he posting longer videos, but he's also getting really good views. His most popular is 1.7 million views on a 52-minute video. And if I'm able to get on the body cam niche I just showed you, almost $10,000 on a 2 million viewed video that was only 15 minutes long, well, you can estimate that this guy on his top video made around $30,000 to $50,000 just from the single video, which is even crazy to say. So again, just more proof of concept that you can replace your 9 to 5 with really just a few videos, but just overall automated faceless YouTube channels. It is 100% possible. And if I'm able to do it, I'm young and I'm honestly a lot dumber than you guys. I just know how YouTube works. I've been doing it. I have experience in it, but a lot of you guys have more life experience and know how things work more than I do. I'm not some super genius. I've just stuck to something. I tried it and I stuck to it, and obviously I made it work. But diving back into this, you don't have to do only specifically scary or breakup or anything like that Reddit stories. You could do something like this, and you can see how he adds his spin on it, right? Now, this guy has a personal channel, and it's him reading the voiceover and him reading the script, but you can see he does the same thing, Reddit stories, except the thing that he did and his thing that he switched up, which makes him stand out and different in the niche, is he added Minecraft gameplay to the background. Usually in these videos, if we just click on one of them, it's just going to be the text, and you just more so follow along. It's something to either have on the back end, something that you're not really watching because there's no visuals. It's just giving the screenshots and the script of what he's saying, right? Whereas if we click on this video, he's reading the Reddit story, and then on top of that, you can also pay attention and actually get like visually pleased, and you can watch the video and pay attention to whatever he's doing in Minecraft, right? So there's more of a reason to watch this because you can still have it as background music, or like if you're making food, if you're going to sleep, you could still watch it and use it as that. But if you want to sit here and actually watch something to just be mentally entertained, well, you can also do that. With this video, you can't really be mentally entertained. This is more like background noise, or kind of just when you're driving, when you're doing something that you're not actually paying attention and watching the video. So that's why you can niche down and do something like this. And you could do GTA clips. You could do Valorant. You can do any other type of viral game right now. And you don't even have to do video games. You could figure out another niche and kind of connect it to something like this and do Reddit stories based on that and still get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in the channel's lifetime and get millions and millions of views. The RPM for this niche is going to be minimum $8 to $30. Again, the longer your videos are, because this niche is has such a good audience with it, you're going to be able to get those higher of $15, $20, even $30 RPMs. The main thing with the Reddit story niche, because a lot of people are in it, is you need to give new and returning viewers a reason to watch you in your channel. The reason why this guy is able to post, and he doesn't even post frequently, 12 days ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, he's averaging 1 post a month. But the reason why he's able to get away with it and get consistent and returning viewers is because 1, he's using his own voice, and 2, he adds authentic gameplay, and he adds his own commentary as well. He's not just reading a script. He's telling the story, and then he'll also give his own input on it. This one is definitely just an A to Z script writing. It's just using AI, and he's just having the voiceover go through, and it's very simple and very basic, similar to majority of the other Reddit channels that you'd find. Number 2 is business and economic documentary. Now, obviously, this is a mouthful, and it looks very complicated at first glance. Some of you are probably like scared, like, oh, I don't want to get into this. But let me actually show you, because this niche in this channel is really good. Just starting off, we have a channel right here with 16,000 subscribers, 17 videos posted, and we have 4.2 million views total. And again, with each of these channels, regardless of the niche, there's always different income streams that you're able to do. For instance, this channel runs a Buy Me a Coffee, which is almost like a Patreon type of thing, where you can get donations, exclusive access on videos, behind the scenes, any type of like extra or exclusive member access to it. So if we go to their oldest video, we can see their oldest, and this channel started 7 months ago. And since then, their most popular was actually their oldest video, which is really, really crazy. Looking at their channel now, they haven't posted as recently, and that's definitely why they're not averaging as much views per month. But still, the fact that they really haven't touched this channel in the past 3 months, and they're able to get 100,000 views in a good niche like this is actually pretty good because they're able to make a few hundred or even several $1,000 to $2,000 from this. And there's not only channels like that, but there's also bigger ones right here, like More Perfect Union, Why Vegas Doesn't Care If You Visit Anymore. See, this is less of a faceless channel, more personal branded, but you can still see 2 months ago, 3.7 million views. We have this channel. We have this video from the channel right here that got 1 million views. We have just a bunch of different ones. And again, there's all types of faceless channels. This one right here, US Peak, 6,000 subscribers, 72 videos posted. You can see that they post pretty frequently, and you can see they're not even averaging crazy views. They're not averaging 10K, 5K, 100K. But if we go to their channel stats, they have 250,000 views, which the RPM on this niche, and the reason why it works is because it's not reliant on viral videos. You're not chasing viral videos. You're not chasing 100,000 view videos. If you're able to get that and have really good ideation, obviously that's the cherry on top. You'll make even more money. But the way this works is it's so niche specific. It's targeting people either in these countries, in these cities, in the states, whatever it's about. It's targeting these specific people. And obviously it's a high search result. It's something that people are looking up for vacation, or just it's something that interests them, right? So if we go to popular, 5 Vegas casinos that will close next. Which casinos dies first? Almost 2 million views, and it was just posted 3 months ago. Definitely the majority of people that are watching this, if not all, are in the US, number one. And then second of all, probably somewhere in the surrounding area, if not in Vegas, because it actually has to do with Vegas. Like me, I don't live in Vegas. I don't think it's a bad idea. I would maybe watch it if there was absolutely nothing else to watch. But me personally, I'm not the target audience, so I'm not going to watch this. But if I lived in Vegas, and if you gamble, or if you just lived in Vegas, that's already one reason to watch it. So it's very simple, and it's very good because the video length as well, 20 minutes, 30 minutes around here, 15 minutes. And again, the audience is really good. It's going to be the older audience, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds. And what do they have? Money, savings accounts, jobs. They have money to spend on the advertisers that are showing their ads on your videos. And obviously, the more money that advertisers make, the more money and the higher RPM you're going to have. So this niche and this channel is going to have really, really good RPMs. Anywhere from around $8 to $15 per 1,000 views is going to be the RPM on this channel. For the effort required, I would give it an 8 out of 10 just because it's reliant on ideation. If you're not going to have good video ideas, you can see that the second you don't have good ideas or you're not consistent, it just goes completely to shit. So not meaning that they can't have another video that blows up or does well. It's just one, consistency is very huge. You want to keep the momentum going regardless if you have a bad video or not. And it's also very idea reliant. So if you're not having a good video idea, clearly the video is just going to perform bad. And for creating these videos, you can use stock footage. Like if I show you these videos, you can use AI to either make these videos. You could use stock footage. You could have a clip sourcer. It's very, very simple, very, very basic. And again, that's why this niche works, because the older audience isn't used to fancy edits. They're not used to cuts. They're not used to all this stuff. Because these people are 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, they can sit down and watch this video and actually be entertained. It's like a very, very old YouTube video, very basic. Whereas now, you know, if an older person watched Mr. Beast, they'd be like, oh, well, there's too much things happening on the screen. There's too many sound effects, too much. This is very basic. This is like what YouTube looked like 10 years ago, like very, very basic editing. So you could either use stock footage, you could either have a clip sourcer to get you the footage, or you could utilize AI and do everything for you. And number one that's on the list is documentary and storytelling niche. This is really, really good. So just to recap, by now in this video, you should have notes on different niches that you can get into, different sub niches, different categories. You should have been taking notes on the RPM for each niche. And by the end of this video, and when I fully go over this last one, you should have a niche picked out for your channel and something that you can actually start with. That way you're not wasting more time. First thing to note with this niche is you need to understand the audience and who it's for. It's for people that are fans of the niche. So for the two example channels, this is Sleepless Historian and this is Sleep Time for History. So they're obviously sleep channels and they have to do with history. So if you're not a history fanatic or you don't really care about history, you're probably not going to watch these videos at all. And it's not only for history fanatics, but it's also for people who want to binge watch YouTube and people who want to fall asleep too, right? So these aren't just history documentaries or history educational videos. These are intended for you to play to help you fall asleep, or something that just kind of relaxes you and puts you to bed as background noise, right? It's not like you're watching this in school and you're trying to learn exactly anything. And the reason why that's a cheat code, and I'm actually laughing about it, is because when someone watches a video and they go to sleep, think of like TV shows or Netflix things, the retention and the average view duration, the average time that that viewer watches the video for, skyrockets. Because say if I'm about to go to sleep and I want to put on a 2-hour video because I know that I'll fall asleep in that time, well, obviously, I'm not going to be there to stop the video. I'm not going to pause it. I'm not going to click off of it. I'm not going to click on another video. And the run time is going to go from start to finish. And I'm going to watch a majority of the video, if not the entire thing. So that's going to help YouTube boost it in the algorithm, because obviously we know that the higher and the more that people watch your videos, the more it's going to get pushed out. And obviously that converts into comments, engagement. If we go to popular on their channel, you can see these are very recent videos over here. This channel is a little bit older with their most popular, but this one 3 months ago, 2 million views on a 2-hour long video. And something I want to show you real quick, going back to my gaming channel, the fact that this video has 3 million views made me $20,000 in its lifetime and is only 33 minutes long. I just want you to understand and show you the true power of this video and how much money it makes. It currently has 2 million views and it's a 2-hour long video. So even though it got less views than this, my RPM on this specific video was $6.89. I'm telling you, this channel and this video has made hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a 2-hour long video. And like I said, you can see the retention right above my mouse. It's very stagnant and it's very from start to finish. Because again, these people, and it's intended for history for sleep. A majority of these people are watching at least half of the video, which is still an hour long. So again, this channel and this niche isn't reliant on really video ideas or how good the video production is or really even what the script's about. So it's reliant on ideas. If you have a good idea and you can have viral ideas, obviously it's going to be really good. And then the second part is once you get them in the door, they're not going to click off because they're not even watching the video actually. They're just here for background noise, doing it while they vacuum, they clean the house, whatever, or they're just watching it while they sleep, which obviously they're not going to click the video or change off. And again, we can see something that they have is they also sell a book. They have Spotify, they have Buy Me a Coffee. They sell an ebook on 12 relaxing stories designed to help you rewind or sleep. I don't know if we can see how many people have bought it, but considering the fact that this book was made with AI with probably 15 minutes total, they have 167 pages, 12 stories, and they're selling it for $12. So even if they sell one of these, even though it's not a lot of money, that's $12. It took them probably 15 minutes to generate this from head to toe with AI. And again, they're obviously making money on all this other stuff as well. I haven't even checked their channel stats, but we can see 2.2 million views in the last 30 days. Again, 2.2 million views on not just a normal channel. It's a channel that their videos are 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours long. And they're averaging really, really good. And they're in a high audience, high RPM niche. Same thing with this channel. We can see channel stats. They have 1.2 million views. So again, this channel is on the low end, making $40,000 to $60,000 a month. And that's just from ad revenue. That's not from brand deals, sponsorships, anything like that. And that's the beauty of YouTube. You can have a channel that's, even if it's in a low RPM niche or you don't have the greatest audience, if you're getting attention, because nowadays in 2026, attention is a currency. If you're able to get attention, regardless if it's 5-year-olds or it's 55-year-olds, you're able to sell that attention to sponsorships, brand deals, companies, and you're able to convert those views into money, whether it be AdSense or something externally. Effort required for this niche, I'd rate it a 6 out of 10. You can source or just majority do the work for yourself, and the production is very, very simple. It's stock footage, it's AI generated, and the thing that really sells it is just having that one video that really skyrockets your channel, right? Because we can see now he's had videos that have hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. But again, he's not even averaging that crazy views. He had a video that only got 2,000 views in 3 days. It's the fact that he's consistent, he has momentum, and he's actually producing good content, and he's just very consistent with it. That's all YouTube is. It's just $20,000, 546 is how much this single Faceless YouTube video made me. Now compare it to an average US 9-to-5 job. That's already over half than the average person makes. And this is just from a single video that took me under 2 hours to create from start to finish. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 9 faceless niches that you can apply and use on your own channels, similar to this one that I just showed you, with less competition. That way you can make upwards of $10,000 plus per month. So let's get into the video. So I'm going to be going over the 9 faceless niches that are boring, but again, we're not doing this for excitement. We're doing this to make money. And let me just tell you before, these channels make a fuck ton of money. So the number 9th niche on the list is actually going to be war storytelling niche. And not only am I going to tell you the niches, but I'm going to show you example channels and example videos and how you can actually potentially get in some of these boring niches, but like I said, again, they make a shit ton of money, and I'm going to prove it to you. So for number 9, war storytelling, we have this channel, John AG Reports. Now, the biggest thing and the crazy thing at face value that you see, and I noticed with this channel, it's not the fact that they have 22,000 subscribers. It's the fact that they have 22,000 subscribers, but they only have 2 videos posted, and you can see here they don't even have shorts. They only have videos. Now, if we scroll down and we actually take a look at their channel, we can see they have their first video, which was just 9 days ago, and their most recent video, which was a week, 7 days ago, at 95,000 views, and their first video getting 244,000 views. Now, like I was saying here, this niche is in the war storytelling, and it's a little bit geopolitical as well. Now, the downside with this niche, again, for all of these faceless, boring niches, I'm going to go over the pros, the cons, should you get into it, the evergreen, the RPM. I'm going to cover everything head to toe. That way you know whether to actually get into this niche or not. Now, who is this niche for? This niche is for 25 to 55-year-old men who are researching and really trying to just keep up with the news and trying to see what's going on in the world. The reason that is this isn't a news channel. It's not really a geopolitical channel either, but it is very trend based. I wouldn't say this is an evergreen type of content because you can see these videos both have insane amounts of views for the time that they've been out. But if you look at the views per hour, a video that has been out for 9 days and has almost 300,000 views should not be getting only 12 views per hour. Same thing with this video, 100,000 views in a week should not be getting 15 views an hour. So is this niche evergreen? No. If you're looking for an evergreen niche, this is one that I would stay away from because it's quite the opposite. It's very trend based. Now, clearly, if you do it right and you execute on it, you can see that you're able to also make a bunch of money. Not only that, but I also want to break down what he actually posts for his content. And you can see within the first day on his brand new channel, he got 227,000 views, which is just crazy because that is a lot of money. And if we actually play his video, you can see that it's just AI narration. This isn't a real person. This is just what we call an AI avatar in the YouTube space. This isn't a real person. It was probably made with the software HeyGen, and you can see it just covers the actual topic. I'll let it play for a few seconds so you can hear it.
Force the walls with concrete and dared the world to come find them. For a long time it worked. The mountain became
And you can even notice too, because if I just rewind it a little bit, if you watch the actual guy's eyes, he's reading the script, but he's like looking everywhere and it's a little bit buggy. It's not perfect. AI is never perfect, but you can see just how basic these videos are. They kind of portray him as a personal brand channel. And you can see that obviously they go more personal brand because John AG reports, but we all know now because I just told you, and you can tell if you have a brain that this is an AI channel. Now, the reason why it works is because, again, it's all based on news. And you can see here, there's people, if you scroll through the comments, the best part was it showed China, how vulnerable their economy is. Anything can happen. Everyone gets checkmated. I saw an asteroid. Like, people are actually commenting things that have to do with this. They have no idea that it's AI based or that it's almost like fake news. Now, if we go over here, you can see that I'm getting recommended channels again, and we just found another channel that's in the same exact niche called The Daily Jargon. And you can see this is a more realistic channel. I would say this is definitely not AI. This looks super realistic, but this is something where you could get example channels and even ideation and see what works, what doesn't for your own channel if you wanted to get in something like this. Now, again, this is just number 9 on the boring niche list, and number 1 you're going to want to wait to see because this one is something that I'm personally into. Boring faceless niche number 8 is going to be political and news commentary. Now, it's very important that you're taking notes and you're actually paying attention because there are a lot of pros with this niche number 8, but there's also a lot of cons, and I'm going to be going over that right now. And you can see we have a bunch of example channels. Now, I want to start with this one because this one is not really a faceless channel, but they have 10 billion views total. And again, they're in this niche. They've been doing it forever. You can see they have 23,000 videos. But again, I don't only like to look at the big channels. I also like to look at smaller channels, people that are around my subscriber count and also getting crazy views, getting outliers, which is exactly why we have this channel called Prime Brief. Now, again, their crazy thing about this channel isn't the fact that they got 10,000 subscribers or even that they have 32 videos, right? If you filter to oldest, their oldest video was just last month. And you can see their first few videos didn't really do anything. And then a month ago, they had a video pop off about Kash Patel, 165,000 views. And from there, it's just been absolutely snowballing. And now they are able to get millions of views a month. And you can see their most recent as well with the Supreme Court with Trump, 5 days ago, 230,000 views. Now, something to note, I will say the pros is if you're able to actually stay up to date with the news and use the kind of controversy and keywords such as Kash Patel, Trump, Epstein, any of those like big keywords that a lot of the people want to search and look into news-wise, this is how you can make a fuck ton of money. The cons here, similar to the other one, this happens a lot with political or news types channels. You can see how these videos have crazy views. 2 weeks ago, almost 500,000. But then you look at the views per hour, it's only getting 2 views per hour. So these types of channels really only last up to 3 days. And I'm going to show you that because if I click on this video right here and we look at the graph, you can see just within the first day, it had 338,000 views, which again, this video had 414,000 and still has 414,000. So it pretty much topped out after day 2, which day 2, it was at 402,000. And from there, it just gradually gains maybe 1,000 or 2,000 views a day. And now it's pretty stagnant, just gaining a few hundred. Now, something that is really cool about this channel and something how you know it actually works, because I know everyone's getting the whole AI scare of, oh, AI doesn't work, you can't use AI. If you look at the bottom left of this channel, they actually indicate and show on YouTube that this video is made with AI. The problem is it's not fully made with AI. These are real clips. These are real footages. Think of it like stock footage or B-roll. The only problem is there's an AI voiceover and it's made with an actual like AI avatar right here, like a newscaster type of guy. And again, you go through the comment section. Voting is like driving a car. Press D to go forward, press R to go backwards. There are people that are genuinely watching this, sitting down, either mad, angry, they're emotional. It doesn't matter what emotions, because this is just a news channel, right? You're not putting yourself at risk for backlash. They're just news channels, right? So there's other channels just like this as well. Romeo Robinson, again, you look at this channel. I mean, we go to past 30 days, 2.4 million. Even on the Prime Brief channel, again, I'm going to show you the last 30 days, how much they're making. Last 30 days, 2.2 million. And again, if we apply a $10 RPM to 2.2 million views, which is the last 30 days, that's $22,000. Even if we apply a $5 RPM, that's still $11,000 that they got from just updating and making kind of clickbait content on political. Now, again, the reason why I'm putting this at number 8 is because there's a lot of pros if you know what you're doing, but this isn't really a beginner's niche. You have to know what you're doing. Your AdSense, and typically these channels are very short-term lived, typically around 3 months, and this channel, you won't see it for long. So if you're able to research it and get some video ideas and some inspiration, make sure to do it quick, because we have tons of other channels just like this as well. And again, even this video and channel with 22 videos, you go to videos over here, you can see that they are absolutely ripping, and not every video has to blow up. That's the best thing with this. You can upload some videos that don't do good, but eventually these outliers kind of just carry the channel. And again, they use the AI avatar to make it like a news / like personal brand that gives viewers a reason to watch. Niche number 7 on this list is actually very unique, and this is when we start to get into more of the faceless type of content that a lot of you watching this can actually apply or even get into yourself. Again, these first 2 niches that I covered, they're a little bit more for more experienced people, but again, if you wanted to take a stab at it and you actually want to just try it, because again, getting experience and just trying to kickstart a channel is better than overthinking it, trying to make the perfect channel. Niche number 7 that we're going to be looking at is the true crime, heist, and cybercrime narrated niche. Now, this one is definitely a very good niche, and I'm even going to pull up another example channel. You guys have probably seen this. Their channel name is Fern, and what's cool about this, because YouTube isn't just a business where you post videos and you make money just from AdSense. They actually sold this to a private equity, and they made upwards of like $10 million, and they're still running it for the company. They are now just working for the company, and in return, they made like $10 million, which is crazy because a lot of people don't know that YouTube is like a business and you can exit on these channels to 10 to 20x your monthly revenue. Anyways, going back over these videos, you can see we have some big channels, obviously Fern being like one of the biggest. We have Thinker with 37 videos, 339,000 subscribers. And again, something I like to look at is filtering between the oldest and their most popular. You can see their most popular videos are typically a year old. They don't really have anything too recent, but if you come down to like 500,000, they have some videos that are a little bit more recent here. But again, I like this channel right here a lot because they have 32 videos. This is something more realistic for a lot of beginners. So if you're a beginner or you're looking to scale or even get into new YouTube channels, niches, this is something that you guys could potentially get into. And again, like I'm already looking at this and it's a lot easier for me to say, given I have experience and I know what works and doesn't. But these types of formats, these thumbnails, even some of these titles, they instantly could be better. Like they're not that good. This thumbnail right here, I don't really like it. It's a little bit of a dull, but you can see the idea is pretty good. The man who print 50 million pounds and made Britain redesign its money. So it's not very like English, like structurally correct. But again, it's getting views. It got 200,000 in 2 months, but this isn't like a crazy viral channel. And even we have something like this, that's a really good one. I'd say this is like probably 5 times better than this. And they are able to get in the past month, 1.2 million views. And again, this has a very high RPM audience because the people that are watching this, because it's animation, it's not really boring to watch. You kind of have to be engaged in the script and the actual topic. It's around 25 to 55-year-old people, right? People that like crime, they like heists, they like the story / like documentary type. And you can see these videos as well, they're not that short. They're around 20 minutes, 30. If we go to Fern's channel, we can see he has some 40-minute videos. So these aren't videos that you just sit down while you're eating lunch for 10, 15 minutes. These are videos that you have to almost watch like a TV episode. You have to sit there and you have to be ready to digest like the entire storyline for that video. So that's why these videos work. And I think the biggest downfall with this channel, if we go to latest, is they're not really making their videos that long. They're averaging around like the 20-minute mark when they could be doing 25, 30, even longer videos. And I think mainly their ideas as well aren't that good. But again, they're trying to take this Fern style, how Fern always uses these characters that are a little bit similar to that style that we saw right there. So they need to have their own unique style, and I think Black Files, which is this channel, does that very, very well. Now the RPM range on this niche would be around $4 to $10. If you're able to get a lot of views, obviously typically your RPM will go up more, and if you're able to, in this niche, it all depends on the topic. For example, the video How Iran's Leader Was Killed, this is going to target people that are more involved with history, people that are actually involved with politics. I personally wouldn't watch it because I don't care, and I don't really know who Iran's leader is, and I don't really care. Like I said, I watch YouTube, and when I watch videos, it's for entertainment. It's not really to get informed on how Iran's leader was killed. But if I was to scroll up and say the dark web's new deadliest drug, that might be something that I might watch because it's a little bit more broad. It targets a broader audience versus you have to be a little bit more involved into political and politics in order to watch and digest that video. So again, it really varies, but I would say RPM's around $4 to $10. This is a very evergreen niche. If we filter to Fern's highest viewed videos, he did 21 million views on the Trump shooting, and you can see the views per hour, even though some of these videos are years old, still getting 200 views an hour, 300 views, 800 views an hour over here. Like, these views are so evergreen, and this is why this niche works, because as long as you have a good topic and a good idea, you're able to make a shit ton of money. Just look at Black Files. This is probably like the better channel because they're not super, super big, but all of their most popular videos are recent. And this is something with, again, it's heavy based on ideation. If you have a bad topic, it's not going to do good, but the audience is there. And if you're able to pull it off, again, these are made with AI. This is the craziest part. So for everyone trying to put like that AI scare of, oh, you can't use AI, of course you can. You just have to know how to use it. So if you don't know how to use it, obviously you're not going to be able to get away with it. And of course there is AI slop, just like how there's normal YouTube slop, right? You can pay a team, it doesn't matter. They can still produce shitty, low quality videos. So the fact that it's just made with AI doesn't necessarily make it AI slop. It's if it's actually bad and boring, then of course that makes it AI slop. But these are good videos. We can even click on one of these and you can see just the actual effort that goes into it. It's real stock footage, real animations, real editing, and it's not just a boring B-roll. And you can see they actually have like these characters, again, fully made with AI, but you wouldn't even be able to tell, and it's actually really good. And you know what? Just as a bonus for the people that are actually loyal and watching these videos, I'm going to start giving you guys different sub niches and different ideas that you could do based on these niches that I'm going to be showing you now from 6 through 1, and something that you can actually take a different edge on, and you can actually potentially make a bunch of money from it again. So niche number 6 we have is personal finance, investing, and wealth building, which this is the typical one that everyone says is the highest paying niche. And it's because it is. If you're able to pull it off correctly, this core audience, the people that watch these videos, are investors. They have money. They're looking to grow and just make more money. So of course it takes money to make money. So these people are obviously going to want to pay. So the type of people that are watching this video in target audience is 30 to 60-year-olds who are trying to invest their money. They're in debt or they're trying to build their retirement, right? And all that takes money. So this is the perfect audience. Remember, the most ideal and the best audiences are going to be the finance for older type of people because they have the most money to spend. And the RPM on this channel actually is going to blow your mind because it's around $15 to $40. And there's a ton of different factors, length of video, if it's a personal brand. These channels like this, where it's a little bit more entertaining, it takes the more fun side and entertaining side of it. It's probably going to be closer to like the $10 to $15, maybe $20, depending on the length of the video. Now, as promised, I'm going to tell you different sub niches that you can actually do with this. And it's actually some of these channels, they take it and they're actually doing the more entertaining one. Because again, if you were to make a video and it's just how taxes work or how to save up for retirement properly, it's probably going to target and is almost too specific to targeting the 60, 70, even 80-year-olds, right? But when you're able to make videos that are on paper boring and you're able to take a fun animation, entertaining style to it, if you don't understand debt, you don't understand wealth. And again, it takes it and it makes it very informative and makes it less boring. And again, if we go through the comments right here, we retired at 38, earning 45K bi-weekly, but honestly, the money isn't highlighting. You can see these people are actually going through, and again, all these are real people. This is a real channel. This is a real niche. And yet the house was good debt and the credit card was bad debt. So you didn't really disprove the standard, but the rest is indeed good advice. Again, everyone is older a little bit. Everyone is going through this. They're actually starting to build wealth and they're watching this for information. But again, it takes the actual investing side and entertainment side of things. Now, if you wanted to do this niche, but you wanted to sub niche it and have it a little bit different in your own way, you could do like debt payoff, passive income, stock market basics, retirement planning, and just overall wealth building. Because you can see right here, I will give small examples. Someone actually took the time out of their day to comment like this that probably took around 5 minutes to write. This is how you know this channel is good. And again, it just has a little bit of the entertaining side and it kind of dumbs down different things of If you don't understand debt, you don't understand wealth. And I'm assuming in this video, it breaks down debt, both the good and bad of leveraging debt, and also wealth and what wealth actually means. And you can see, again, this is made with AI, but again, this is totally fine. And this is totally within YouTube's guidelines. So this is something that you guys could do as well. Niche number 5 is going to be elder wisdom. Now this is similar to personal finance because the word elder means older person, and elder wisdom is something that's super looked upon. And these channels I'm going to show you are going to blow your mind. First off, if we're going into the target audience, who are these channels and these videos for? It's for adults 55 to 80 who want comfort, they want wisdom, and they want to feel understood. A big problem and a big phrase that you hear from older people is, I don't feel understood, or, oh, Gen Z is so different than us, right? Because everyone grew up in different times, and now everyone is glued to their phone, and older people, quite frankly, don't understand it, and they don't feel like they're involved. So this niche is actually helping them out by helping them feel understood. And you can see this channel is crazy because they don't even upload it on it anymore, which they probably ended up getting demonetized because their videos are very basic and like very generic to make, which I wouldn't recommend making it like this. But you can see, and we could take the good things from it, as 6 Buddhist lessons to focus on your life in old age, 488,000 views. And again, if we even go through the comments, there's going to be people that are actually commenting how this was beneficial and how this actually helped them in their journey. I am now 83 years old, and I realized the most powerful things in my life, I understand more. Like, people are literally commenting this, and they have full-on threads. And again, engagement drives virality for YouTube. If you can get people to comment, people to watch the video, people to like the video, subscribe, these are all positive things and things that just drive the overall engagement of this. You can see they even have timestamps. So if you want to watch like protecting your peace, be fully present, live with compassion, these are all things that this channel covers. And there's so many more. This channel right here specifically is honestly like a mind fuck. So again, if you want to get into something like this, you can, but you need to do it the right way. This channel has started posting. If we go to oldest real quick, first of all, let me show you their channel stats. Last 30 days, 1.8 million views. Now, something to note is these videos are super long. Well, usually around like 20, 25 minutes, and they get a lot of views. And so 1.8 million views is close to $20,000, probably 15 to 20,000. But the crazy part is this is an AI person, again, an AI avatar. I'll play one of the videos so you can see, but this is something that they use for every video, and it's almost like a candle of wisdom is their channel, but it's almost like they're telling different stories and different perspectives of old age from men, women, different people, and it's not like a personal brand. It's almost like an interview type of channel. You can see here's one of the videos here, and I'm going to play the audio just so you can hear it. It's totally AI, and it's very obvious, and you can see like the way that he moves. There's no other movement in the background. It's only him, and he's clearly reading a script, but it's not even a real person. And again, this is for people that are older audience. People have no idea. Turning 70, and I just can't believe how fast it all went by. These people are older, they have no idea, and it's nothing negative, right? This is giving real advice, real wisdom, real actual information, but these people actually don't know because they're older. They don't understand how AI works. They don't understand how technology works, how you can literally clone someone into an AI avatar and just have it read a script for you. So again, there's even channels like this called Frank Educates, 19 videos in, most popular being 200,000 in a month, and this again takes the more entertaining style, and they have animations. This target audience isn't going to be as good as this because this personal brand AI avatar type of channel is going to target the older people. And you can see if you hover through it, the most replayed is almost over halfway through the video, almost at 12 minutes. And this is probably when he's talking about like your body and you have to stay in shape, you have to stay fit, you have to do your exercises, which we all know is like a very big problem with old people, right? They need their joints in place, they need to move. And this is why this channel and this niche is so good if you could do it properly. Different sub niches that you could do with the same type of audience for elder wisdom would be like life regrets, peace after 60. So like for older people, what to do, how to stay peaceful, Buddhist wisdom, family relationships, and just aging gracefully. Aging, like things to do, even workouts, tips and tricks, how to walk, things like that. Like it sounds so stupid, but it's all based on target audience. I would never watch those videos, but again, I'm not 50, 60, 70-year-old. I don't have back pain. I don't need help with walking. So for the people that actually need to do that and actually cater towards, of course they're going to watch it. And it's good for you because if you make 30, 40 minutes daily videos, this is how you make a bunch of money. Like I just showed you, that Candle of Wisdom channel is making upwards of 15 to 20, maybe even like $25,000 a month just based on their RPM. Niche number 4 on the list is going to be wealth and power, again, narrated. Now, the type of channel that we're going to be looking at is very unique. Again, These are all crazy channels that are all pretty much brand new. Again, their oldest video is 3 months, and funny enough, their oldest video is one of their most popular at 300,000 views in 3 months. The target niche, the people that are watching these videos, is going to be men 20 to 40 who want to understand money, power, and how to get ahead. So this is a very like motivational discipline, but it's not in the corny aspect of like having John Cena do it. This is definitely a little bit more darker and a little bit more secretive that not a lot of people like. Now, right off the bat, I can tell these are AI videos and AI type thumbnails, and they look very boring. But when you look at the views, you're actually kind of wondering like, how are they able to pull this off? Because this is something I would never watch. And I could definitely agree with you. If I was to come into this niche and just run it with AI exactly how he's doing it, first thing I would do is change the thumbnail style. This is very AI, chat GPT. It's very boring, and it definitely is not converting well. You can see his top most videos right here. These don't look AI. In fact, he kind of had his own style right here. I don't really like it, but again, I'm not the target audience. It's not for me. So if it's working for him and it worked for his channel, well, then he should double down on it. YouTube is a game of figuring out what works, and when it works, you need to double down and go all in on it. Now, the RPM for this niche is going to be around $7 to $15. Again, he has longer videos around 30 minutes, so that's very, very good. And again, this is something where people are actually getting information. This isn't entertaining content. This is educational, informative, and people are gaining from it, meaning they're probably going to watch longer. A different sub niche that you could do with this would be dark psychology, social power, and even like wealth mindset. Again, not motivational in terms of motivational quotes to get you out of bed. This is how to use leverage to build real wealth instead of working forever. How to make you so rich it feels like you're cheating. This video will make you dangerously rich. And again, you can just go through the comments, confirm, see what people don't like, see what people like about it. Before I understood how power and wealth actually work, I was stuck chasing motivation. You can see how these people are literally leaving comments. These aren't bot comments. These are real life people saying how this video benefited them and actually helped them understand something that they didn't before. So again, we've covered so far 5 niches. And again, these last 3 are going to be crazy, with number 1 being one that I'm in myself. Boring niche number 3 on the list is Gen X deep dives. And we have a channel called Retired Frank and Frank Educates, which is actually, funny enough, owned by the same person. Now again, we can go 2.2 million views on this channel, 700,000 on this channel. If we go and compare the last 30 days across them, this one actually got half the views. This one's at 400,000. This one's at 368,000. And again, they're posting daily. But the crazy part is they're not really capitalizing, and they're not doing it right. They're trying to capture and target the older audience, but you can see the way they're doing it, they're taking more of the entertaining route, and they're trying to make these more entertaining to watch. Now, this is for people, and this niche is for people that are 45 probably to 65, who feel like their generation gets ignored. They kind of want to understand retirement, maybe aging, and identity overall, because this is psychology of Gen X. You can see that's in every single one of their titles. And again, they have some pretty popular videos that are all pretty new as well. 200,000 in a month ago. We have 400,000 2 months ago, 350 a month ago. Now, the only thing I would do is when you have older audiences, the biggest thing you guys should know and take away from this video, if you have an older audience, you should make longer videos. These people don't need crazy editing. They don't need crazy video production. There are people that will watch it as long as they're 45, 50, 60 plus. They will watch black and white, very boring videos. Now, for someone like my age that's like 20 years old, even like teens or 30s, we need like Mr. Beast type. We need shit popping up. We need sound effects. We need crazy video production, because that's just the type of content that we see on a day-to-day basis on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube, all of that. So it's a lot easier to make videos and even garner attention when you're targeting the older audience. But again, you have to know how to do it properly, because if you try and make these videos, but you're doing Mr. Beast type of style edits, they're not going to understand it. They're going to think it's too much. And these people are just trying to get information. They're not really trying to be entertained, which the psychology of Gen X men, people are watching this thinking, oh my gosh, I live alone. Psychology of older Gen X men who live alone. And again, like I did with every niche, I'm just going to prove it by going through the comments. 57 years old. I used to be a people person, and people ruined it. Living alone isn't always lonely. I get along with myself well. If you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company. Yep, I'm 59 years old. I do what I want when I want. I spend all my money on me, zero debt. These people actually relate and they resonate with the video. I am alone, but I'm not lonely. No wife, no kids, no fighting, no problem. These people, these are real comments. So this just goes to show you that this style does work, and you can utilize AI, and this is a good niche that you actually want to get into if you want to target the older audience, which again is definitely one of the best, if not the best audiences to target. Boring niche number 2 is going to be World War II history, narrated / stock footage. And this one is very easy. I don't want to say it's easy to get into, but in terms of video production, this one is definitely a lot easier to get into. The problem is it's not oversaturated. The angle is definitely, and the barrier to entry is a lot higher because there's so many channels doing this. And funnily enough, they're all kind of ran by the same person, which in this case tends to be this channel. Now, for the people that are watching this, the target audience is going to be men 35 to 65. It's mainly men. There's some women, but mainly men because it has to do with war and history. For men that are wanting to watch war, history, and specifically World War II, because this isn't a history channel, this is specifically World War II. The RPM on this is going to be very, very good because these videos are super long, almost like mini documentaries at 40 plus minutes, 50 minutes, even some being like an hour long. And the RPM is going to be like $10, maybe even like 15 if you have like a really long video. And you can see like these videos are so basic. But again, these aren't their most popular. These are definitely when the barrier to entry was a lot lower. If you look at their videos now, these were just stagnant images that played throughout the entire video. Now they actually have like video editing a little bit, zooming in, captions, a little bit more effort putting into it. This is going to be an evergreen niche, so this is something that is year-round because, again, World War II, even though it happened like 100-something years ago, this is still something that is very looked upon, and you can see they're uploading 2 to 3 times a day, and they're still getting a lot of views. And even though we go to oldest, this video was only this channel was only made 5 months ago, but they still are able to get 2.3 million views last 30 days, 200,000 views. And again, this is why the older audience is so good, because you don't need a crazy amount of views in order to make like $5K a month, $10,000 a month. With 300,000 views, if you have a $10 RPM, that's $3,000 a month from just posting boring World War II videos for people that are 70 years old. I personally wouldn't recommend this niche because it's very boring to me, but also the barrier to entry is very high on this one. You have to know what you're doing now, and it's not as simple as it once was. But this is something where you could definitely pay attention to, and if these channels ever slow down on posting or get out of it, this is something that I would potentially look into getting as well, because you can see the format is very the same across all the channels. Now, we finally made it to the boring niche number 1, and if you made it this far, comment the word loyalty, and I'll go through and I'll like and heart some of your comments. And like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of game for this one, because if you made it this far, then honestly, I want to reward you and giving you as much information as we can go into. So niche number 1 is going to be the survival / self-sufficiency / forbidden knowledge narrated type of niche. Now, the channels I'm going to show you for this, the example channels, are actually crazy, and I'm going to deep dive into one of them. But first, let me just show you how this works. These example channels I'll show you are Eli Yoder's Secrets, Hidden Homestead, and Elias Yoder. Now, again, this is the self-sufficiency survival type of home remedy niche. Now, real quick, just so we can get some more information on this and you can understand like why and how this even works. The type of people that are watching this are going to be homeowners, typically 35 to 65 years old, who are tired of overpaying for things, and they kind of just want to see with what they already have at home, how they can utilize and how they can make it work without having to go out and spend more money. Now, the RPM range is going to be pretty good on this, pretty standard. It's going to be around $8 because it's going to be targeting that older audience. And these videos are pretty long. If we go through their videos, typically 25 to 30, maybe even like 35-minute videos, which is very solid. Also, given the views that they're getting is pretty crazy. Now, just off the bat, this is going to be one of the most evergreen niches because home remedy, survival / kind of how to fix certain things. This is one of the most sought after things on YouTube. And something to know as well is YouTube is turning into like a search bar. Like, I know when my mom uses YouTube, she doesn't actually look up Mr. Beast or entertaining videos. She uses it as how to fix XYZ, how to change a tire, how to tie a tie, how to do this. So people are using YouTube like it's Google and ChatGPT, and they're getting video information and representation of how to do this and video tutorials on how to do certain things. So like if we go to popular, 2 cheap metals eliminate any bug forever. The discovery they tried to bury. So all of these are like how to fix certain things. $1 spray removes every concrete crack permanently. So if you have concrete crack, here's $1 spray. Why don't bugs enter their home? The $1 secret they put in every doorway. So again, these are very cheap home remedies, how-to solutions, and they're like tutorial things that you would search up Google, how to get rid of rats, how to get rid of pets, things like that. The effort required for this would be low. However, this particular niche, if you were going to copy these channels exactly, the barrier to entry is a lot higher. These people are making a fuck ton of money. I'll just show you the last 30 days on each of these channels. 8.5 million views. I mean, this channel alone is making upwards of $100,000 a month, and that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is they started quite literally around 30 to 45 days ago, and they already made a multi-million-dollar business basically. And they could even potentially exit this if they were to keep running it for the next few months and still making the same amount of money. So this type of niche is definitely crazy because it's all almost ran by the same person, and these videos are very basic. They're not as boring as like the World War II channels, But like if we click on one of these videos, again, they use the AI avatar. They try and take like the Amish perspective, because if you don't know about Amish, they live very frugal, they live very cheaply, and they have a bunch of home remedies, and that's kind of where they excel actually in like society. So that's why people tend to watch this guy. Same thing with all these other channels as well. I mean, this channel's doing pretty good, 500,000 views, and they still post every single day. They do really good, and their duration of the videos as well is very helpful. And again, you can go through the comments of these. You can see I used a modified sensor inverter for 30 years. So these people are, again, they're gaining stuff. It's not just an entertaining video, it's informative, it's educational. People are walking away with, oh, now I know how to fix this, or whatever problem they clicked on having, they now no longer have it, or at least have a solution that they could possibly use for that. So this niche is very, very good. And again, this is something where you could even pivot, and a different type of sub niche you could do would be like off-grid living, do it yourself, DIY home fixes, which is like do it yourself home fixes. You could do things about pest control, energy savings, Amish secrets, which are kind of like these channels. And most importantly, like home remedies, house remedies, things about people, how they already have like a certain type of alcohol spray or certain type of bug spray, and they can use it for not only that, but they could use it in the kitchen, or they can use it on their car. Different things where it serves more than one purpose, and they had no idea because they don't have to buy anything. It's like a surprise, like, oh, hey, did you know that your phone can also do this? And now you're like, oh, well, shit, that's interesting because I didn't have to spend more money. Now I just know that I can use this for also this purpose as well. So this niche as well is very, very good. Videos about, and that's exactly why I'm going to show you how to come up and how to actually find video ideas. So if we're looking at the body cam channel, the first thing I'm going to look for is something that's kind of recent. So something that stood out to me right here is Code Blue Cam, which yes, is a bigger channel. They have 3 million subscribers, but they just uploaded this video, and we can see on an outlier score, it's a 4.9x in 2 days, which means that it's performing 5 times better on average than their typical videos. So this is something that stood out to a lot of people and obviously caught their attention. And for obvious reasons, it's because it's Jack Doherty, which if you don't know who he is, he's a super controversial YouTuber and kind of just influencer. And so obviously with the title of Cocky YouTuber Tries to Troll Cops, Instantly Regrets It, a lot of people already know who he is from the thumbnail. They recognize him. Couple that with an already channel that's getting 9 million views a month. I mean, this video was guaranteed to go viral. So the fact that I see this now and I'm like, okay, wait, they posted this 2 days ago, got 3.4 million views. Yes, we're going to start a body cam channel. Yes, I don't have as many audience or as many returning viewers or even 3 million subscribers to show it to. I can tell this is something that the audience obviously liked and that they watched. And if we even click on it and we do a deeper dive when we scroll to the comments, we can see it has 14,000 comments. And it's because it's a controversial person. People understood who it was. And obviously when you couple that with an already super good audience, this video is bound to go viral. So for me personally, this is something that I would try to get my hands on footage wise. Maybe not this exact video or not this exact case, but I would do either another one of Jack Doherty's videos, because we all know he's been arrested thousands of times, or I would do the same idea, same concept, using the word cocky YouTuber or cocky streamer, and I would frame it on somebody else that's already viral, people that can see them, someone that's controversial, someone that doesn't have a positive light in media. And again, I'm not even saying that this dude's a bad guy. I personally don't know or don't really care. But again, he doesn't have a positive light. So anything that people say, Jack Doherty did this, Jack Doherty did that, people are already going to believe it if it's negative, because he obviously just doesn't have a good reputation. So again, I'm going to take this viral concept of cocky YouTuber, cocky streamer, cocky influencer, tries to troll cops, instantly regrets it. I would change bits and pieces of the title, but overall, I would keep the thumbnail the same, where it has the influencer or whoever the main culprit of the video is right here, obviously in the police station. And you can see that this is a screenshot. And what's actually funny about the body cam niche is that screenshot is somewhere in this video here, and all they did was like slightly edit it, upscaled it, and just made it look 4K and super clean. And just like that, I would have a viral video idea. Now the harder part for this would obviously being to get the footage, but besides that, you can see the audience loves this. And honestly, this is something that I'm going to do in my own personal YouTube channels, because I know this is a proven concept. But with that being said, something to note is that you do not want to copy competitors, or you don't want to copy what's working or what's trending one-to-one. And what I mean by that one-to-one is you don't want to literally just copy and paste their format, their style, and what they're making a video on. You always want to have a unique twist. You want to have your unique style. You want to give people and viewers a reason to watch your video versus another channel. For example, the reason why this channel is able to get so many views and so many subscribers is because they have really good editing, they have really good footage, and they have a really good team that is able to source, edit, and obviously ideate and make really good videos. If we go to their most popular, you can see that all these videos are absolutely insane. 19-year-old impaired driver crashes into police officer. Shows a 19-year-old that crashed a car into a light post and a police officer. 21 million views on a 30-minute video. That is insane. And if we just keep scrolling, they have a bunch of crazy footage, good titles, good thumbnails, and they give people a reason reason to watch. Woman tries to assassinate cop driving her to jail. It's somebody that's in custody in the back of a police car and she's reaching in her pants to pull out a gun. Like, that is a crazy viral video, and that's something that you're obviously going to click on if you see that. So again, just because I'm going to look at this concept and I'm like, okay, it's already working, it's a proven concept, I'm not going to copy it one-to-one. Again, I'm going to change bits and pieces of the title. Maybe there's something in their hook that they made it really interesting. I'm going to kind of copy that format, but maybe change something, because obviously the cases and the actual video that I'm going to be making about is going to be slightly different. So either way, it will come out a little bit different, but you never want to copy one-to-one. Do not copy paste. It's not going to work. Instead, what you can do is take in a proven concept and approach it from a different angle. Combine 2 video ideas and bring them into one. If we look up Mr. Beast 24 hours, we can see he has a ton of videos where he's surviving 24 hours in X place or a certain location, or he's doing a challenge. The reason why this video hits is because there are 2 viral trends in the same video. He's not only surviving for 24 hours, which makes it seem longer than a day, because if he had just put surviving 1 day on a deserted island, when you read that, you wouldn't think it was as long as 24 hours, right? So surviving 24 hours is already a viral title and a viral format, and then surviving 24 hours on a deserted island where they're stuck, they're stranded, they have to get food, shelter, all that. Surviving 24 hours straight in a desert, spending 24 hours on top of a mountain. If he had just made a video climbing the world's tallest mountain, that wouldn't have done good. Instead, he took the viral approach and he did spending 24 hours, because again, we can already see this is a proven concept that he uses again and again and again. And obviously, look at the thumbnail as well. It shows that he's above the clouds. He's on like one of the highest mountains, because obviously he spent 24 hours, which is a long time, so he was able to get there in that period of time. So by now, if you've been taking notes, you should have a niche that you're already going with, or at least a few that you can pick from. And next, we're going to talk about footages and how to actually go with about video production. The biggest factor that you want to do for packaging and ideation is replicate what's already working. You need to steal like an artist. There is no reason for us to try and come in, because we're not Albert Einstein and we're not some super geniuses. I'm as normal as a person as you are that's watching this video. We have nothing special about us. We obviously see what works. We're able to replicate it, have our own spin-off, but we're able to copy a format that's proven to work. And that's exactly what I did in this viral video right here that has 33 million impressions, 3 million views, and if we go to revenue, it made a total of $20,546, which actually ended up being the highest paid video on this entire channel. Which again, yes, even to go a step further, I'll go back and I'll change the currency. Let's change it to Uganda shilling. It'll go from 20,000 to, again, whatever the heck that is. We'll change it back, US dollar, and boom, a legitimate video on one single Faceless YouTube channel that made $20,500. And it really is as simple as just replicating and looking at what's already working. I'll go ahead and I'll show you a few other channels that are similar in this niche. So if you literally just look up the game that we were playing in these videos called Who's Your Daddy, I'll show you a bunch of other channels. Here is one of the oldest channels in the niche alongside mine, with 803 videos and 287,000 subscribers. Now, something to note is they have no shorts posted, but if we go to the view channel stats, we're able to see that they have 3.9 million views in the last 30 days, which again, I literally have a channel in this, and we can assume that if they have a $6 RPM and they made 3.9 million views last month, then that's a lot of money. Something you can also see is these are compilation videos. They also started this around 2.5 years ago, similar to when I started this one, and we've been posting pretty much ever since it came out. And so you can see if we filter their most popular videos, they don't have really recent videos. These are all older videos, but it's because they're so consistent and they're able to see what's trending, what other people and what other friendly kid channels are posting. They're able to put that into this niche, because this niche isn't really a niche on its own. It's called sub-niching, right? So there's obviously the gaming niche, right? Which is any type of video game. And then underneath that gaming niche, there's the actual video game that you're playing, such as GTA, Minecraft, Fortnite, obviously this game that's called Who's Your Daddy. The thing that's interesting with this game in this particular sub-niche is this requires a very baby and a very young audience viewer to actually watch this. Whereas Fortnite, they could be 5 years old, they could be 7 years old, they could be 17 years old, right? Really anybody can watch that type of gaming content. The thing with this is, even though I could watch it, I would never, because I'm 22 years old and I'm way too old for this. This is very goo goo gaga, very baby for 3, 4, 5 year olds, right? Very young audience. So it's important to keep that in mind. So because of that, it makes it very easy to have these viral ideas. And if you actually look at this, funnily enough, if we go to his most popular video, Baby spends 24 hours in Minecraft, which was a 4-hour video, which again, let me just show you the most popular video on my channel, Baby plays Minecraft. It's a 33-minute video. And again, I made $20,000 on it. So if the fact is he was able to get less views, but his video was 8 times longer than mine. I guarantee you that if I saw the analytics for this video, and if you saw the analytics for this video, it would say over $50,000 just from a single YouTube video. Why? Because he saw proof of concept. I uploaded my video and he took it and he took another viral concept. He took Baby Plays Minecraft and he did another one with 24 hours, which is kind of what Mr. Beast invented, right? The whole surviving 24 hours or lasting 7 days, right? You can see he does another concept like this. Baby goes to school for 100 days, right? So it's really just seeing these different concepts and taking 2 things that work and combining them into one. And that's when you have these viral videos that will pay you for years and years to come. And this is how you make a bunch of money on YouTube. Again, even for more proof right here, Baby spends 24 hours at McDonald's. If we actually go to my channel and we filter this by popular, you can see that all of my viral videos, if I just recreated them and made them compilations, which is what this channel does, I would have made way more money. But again, I didn't really have the experience back then. And you can see, here we go, for even further proof, Baby Goes to McDonald's 2 years ago, 300,000 views, 35 minutes long. And this is actually when the Grimace Shake released. So we dropped it because obviously McDonald's has a high kid audience. Grimace Shake, it was on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. It was a very viral trend and meme at the time. And so obviously they did the same thing, except he took the compilation and the movie route, and he made a fuck ton more money than I did. And it's something that I messed up on then, but you can see that I kind of clapped back at it with Baby Spider-Man vs. Barry, which again is a very trending game in Roblox and has to do with this particular sub niche. And before anything else, let me show you guys one thing. We have David right here that made $5,000 in a single month from just one of his YouTube automation channels. We have Damien over here who made $5,000 off a single YouTube video. And we have one of my top students whose name is Priti, which ended up making $46,000 in a single month with Faceless YouTube automation from just having a few channels. And by this point, she's made over $500,000 while remaining completely anonymous and still running these Faceless YouTube channels. And there are dozens of others of students who have had one-on-one support and access to me, and that's honestly a big reason on why they were successful. Obviously, they did the work and they actually took the action, but if they didn't have my experience and actually roadmap to help fast track them, they probably wouldn't have made it here as fast as they did. So if you that are watching this video also want the same one-on-one support so you can get similar results from this, hopefully, assuming that you put in the actual work, then click the first link in the description. It's going to be the link to the mentorship. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So like I was just saying, it's important to not try and reinvent the wheel, and you want to replicate what's already working, which this channel actually did something that I haven't even touched on yet, and I'm going to talk about right now. Not only did they not have to reinvent the wheel, but they took a different spin, and like I just said, that they added something else to it. For example, my channel was doing very well, and we had just dropped a video called Baby Plays Fortnite. Now, this is when a new Fortnite season came out, so there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of people that were waiting for this and anticipating this new Fortnite season, and obviously Fortnite has a high kid-based audience, so I knew to create this video, and ended up getting 400,000 views, 31 minutes long. This same channel came in right behind us, and you can see that they made Baby Spends 24 Hours in Roblox. And again, what was I just telling you guys? That they took a viral concept of Baby Spends 24 hours, right? The whole Mr. Beast 24 hours. If I open up a new tab, 24 hours. He was the first YouTuber, at least that really anyone sees. You can see surviving 24 hours on a deserted island, Mr. Beast 24-hour challenges. We can just scroll through this, and on the right side, you can see top of a mountain, 24 hours in an insane asylum, a whole bunch of things. And the reason why is because everyone knows that 24 hours is 1 day. But if Mr. Beast put spending 1 day on the highest mountain in America, it wouldn't have hit the same. Because when you're able to actually see the number of 24 hours, you actually have to think and go like, oh shit, like he literally spent 24 hours buried alive. Or, oh, he spent 24 hours in a pool with sharks, whatever it is, right? But when you look at 1 day, it's like, whatever. Right? Same thing with 1 day, or same thing with 1 year and 365 days. When you have to think about 365 individual days, it snaps in your head more like, oh shit, that's 365 days. But when you're just like 1 year, you're like, oh, it's just 1 year. But you can see they're both the same. They have the same value. It's just the meaning and the emphasis is more on the days and hours, whatever ends up being more. So in this case, the 24-hour thing is already a proven viral concept, and that's exactly what this channel did. And they were able to replicate it not 1 time, not 2 times, but obviously a bunch of times to make a shit ton of money. Same thing I did on this channel to again make $330,000 posting kids content for actual pretty much babies. Something I just want to add and actually show you is I just did 90% of the work actually for you. So if you've never had a YouTube channel or you didn't know where to start, I've already found your niche and I found you different videos or different channels that you could base it off of. Now, obviously, if you're not in the kids gaming niche, then this isn't going to specifically help you. But I just showed you loads of different channels, loads of different ideas, and how I was able to actually put them together, and how me and another channel were able to make hundreds of thousands and probably millions of dollars together just by doing the same thing. And again, the best part is we didn't have to come up with anything specific and something new, right? We didn't reinvent the wheel. We didn't create baby content or baby kids gaming videos. We just saw what was working and did a spin-off and implemented our own personality and our own characteristics that make our channel different and honestly better than a bunch of others, hence why we were able to do so good. And it's the same thing that you're going to do in your videos in your niche. Regardless if it's sports, if it's body cam, if it's gaming, it doesn't matter. There should be a reason why people and viewers are going to your videos versus other videos, right? Because everything's in competition with one another, and you need to have a certain reason why people are gravitating towards your content. Number 2, we're going to be looking and focusing on ideation, which is how to find a winning idea, right? Video ideas. Number 1, and the best way of doing this is looking and staying up to date with your competitor channels. And that's why I said again that whatever niche, regardless of what you're uploading on your channel, you want to formulate and create your algorithm to give you videos like this. Again, if I just go back to my YouTube homepage and I refresh, you're going to see that it only is showing me body cam videos. And we can see this channel right here, 7 days ago, they uploaded and got 1.2 million views. So if I wanted to copy something like this or get this footage exactly and re-edit it with my team, we could do something like that. I'm able to see every single thing that all my competitors are posting. I could even use AI tools and found the different outlier scores and find ones that are actually popping off within the past day, within the past week, within the past month, and actually just re-upload and re-edit these different videos that have already gone viral. Number 2 is seeing what's working and what's not. Now, with me, because I have a ton of experience with YouTube, it's easier for me to understand and be able to tell why a video did good or did bad. For example, if we're looking at this video that I just found right here, 1 month ago, teen lures boy to his death, thinks she can get away with it. Number 1, if we're looking at the packaging, which we're not even looking at the video yet, the packaging is just the title thumbnail, which is the thing that gets you in the door before watching the video, right? It has to have a curiosity. It has to hook you in the video because we don't even know what the video is yet. But we see this pretty girl. It's a very basic background. We see the body cam type of editing style, a police car, and obviously like a dead body or someone right there. Without the title even being there, if we were to just only see this thumbnail, we would still be able to have an idea of what's going on. And then obviously the title just reinforces the main idea, which teen lures boys to his death, thinks she can get away with it. Super simple, straight to the point, and it's very easy and has that viral factor. And if we even go to their channel and we sort by most popular, you can see that, again, I'm looking at their subscriber to video ratio, 15 videos, 64,000 subscribers. We can even go to their channel stats. In the last 30 days, 4.2 million views. That is around, if their RPM is $8, that's around high or to mid $30,000 a month, just last month. And that's all because this channel knows a winning formula. If you look at all of their videos, not all of them are bangers, not all of them are super viral or super popular, but you can see that they copy a style. Even every single one of them, it's straight to the point. They all have the body cam thing. If you have a winning format and a winning formula, you need to copy it. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to be the next Albert Einstein. You don't need to be the next Mr. Beast of YouTube. You need to follow the formula, already follow what's working. And again, this isn't just for the body cam niche. This is for any niche that you guys see. So we're going to be 1, looking at competitors' channels, subscribing to other channels that are in the same niche as us. Number 2, seeing what's working and what's not. Seeing why a video did good. Okay, compared to other videos in the same niche. Do they use red arrows? Do they use all caps in the text? How basic are their titles? Are they really explaining it? Are they just more kind of simple and have that curiosity kind of, let me find out what this is about, and kind of lure the people in to actually click the video? Number 3, we're looking at replicating from competitors, right? If we see a video of a competitor, we're going to look at replicating it and redoing it pretty much because that's good. And for an example, I'm going to go to Roblox 24 hours and steal a brain rot. I'm going to show you this one video idea that was done in Roblox, and it's been done by thousands of people, and it's all different channels. It's all the same video idea. You can see right here, I spent 24 hours and steal a brain rot, 6.2 million views. I spent 24 hours and steal a brain rot, 3.3 million views. It's been done so many times. It's not about being the first one there. It's about having your edge and having a certain spin-off and your own version of it. Because regardless of what niche you're in, you're going to have a certain style. There needs to be a reason for new viewers and returning viewers to go to your channel and actually watch your videos, because you're never going to be the only person in the niche. You need to have a certain personality, a certain style, a certain formula. Maybe you have just viral video ideas. Well, then that's your edge. If you look at people like Mr. Beast, the reason why there's nobody even close to him, but even more importantly, when he was first just starting, he was doing anything it was to become famous. He was doing anything to get views and get attention. He was counting to 100,000. He was trapping himself and burying himself alive in a coffin. He was doing whatever it took to guarantee that there are at least eyeballs looking at him. And in today's world, attention is currency. Something I will add to that, number 4, is you never want to replicate one-on-one. You never want to just steal something, download, re-upload it, anything like that. You want to always have a certain style, and you need to have an edge in your videos and in your niche, but you need to replicate it the smart way. Never just copy it one-to-one. Step number 2 we're going to be talking about is idea research and how to apply these niches, these channels that you find with Claude. And now you're asking yourself, oh, well, what do I do next? How do I get the video idea? That's what we're going to cover right now. Again, we're totally going to just use Claude for helping with the ideation. And it's really just going to be looking at other channels, comparing their outliers to what doesn't work, and just seeing what is actually open in the market gap-wise, and we can execute and we can make a shit ton of money with this. Again, fully utilizing Claude. So for ideation, let's just scroll through some of these channels here. So let's say that I was scrolling through this niche and I found, again, POV Tales is the channel name, but it does secret organizations. Now, if I pull up the channel, you can see they have one really good video, and this is what you call an outlier, and basically a gap in the market and in their channel, because their most popular goes from 1 million views to 12,000, then under 10,000. So this one video is carrying their entire channel, and they have over 1 million views total, but again, it's really just from this one video. And now if you look at their latest, they're trying to replicate it. They're trying to get that military / secret organization audience, but they just don't have any idea. They have no structure, and they don't even know why this video went viral, which is the worst part, because they don't have a repeatable process, which is what we're doing. So again, all I'm going to do with this is you're going to find the video that you want to copy and you want to get an inspiration from. You're going to head back to Claude, you're going to paste it, and again, you're just going to talk to it just like I do. Hey Claude, so thank you for building the niche list. I actually just linked you a video that I like, and I want ideation in different angles that I could potentially do for this. You can also see on their channel that they've been trying to target the secret organization audience, or the kind of audience that watched this video, but it's not working out. So I need you to go through and analyze not only this video and this channel, but other ones similar, posting similar content with a similar audience. And I want to post things about like military, black ops, government, secret service, secret operations. I want to do that type of content, but I need the first 5 video ideas, and I need you to list them in order in terms of their title and why it works. So boom, you're just going to send it there. And again, AI is only as good as the person using it. If you don't know how to talk to it properly and you're just saying, hey, I need 5 ideas on this niche, it will give you 5 ideas on the niche, but it's not going to understand exactly what you're looking for. And it's just like anything else in life, it's just not going to give you good information. Now, to get access to the spreadsheet with the winning 50 niches, just DM me the word niches on Instagram at Chris Barrera YTA. I'll drop my Instagram link in the description as well, so you can just click on it and DM me, and I'll send the niches over to you. And boom, just like that, Claude has now finished everything, and it says what the data actually tells you. And now again, it's going to break down everything. The most important thing you need to know with your channel is you don't want to have one-off videos. You don't want your channel looking like this, where you get one video with 1 million views and then the other ones are dead. You want a repeatable process. That way you can have predictable income, and you can actually use this as a full business and quit your 9-to-5, or eventually just make all your money from YouTube. So what the data actually tells you, the FBI rank video is their #1 outlier by a mile with 124x, and you can see their secret service rank and military rank videos exist but didn't make the top tier list. So here are my first 5 videos in order. Again, we found the niche totally with Claude, and we found and built the spreadsheet and the niche list all together with the same format. And now we're doing ideation, and we just asked it for my first 5 video ideas, which it's going to break down, and we're going to go through now. So here's my first video idea. Your life is every Navy SEAL rank. Now what I'm going to do as well, just to check, and we're actually going to kind of test Claude here, I'm going to copy paste that exact title, and you can see there's other channels that have already done this. Now something that's even better to note, and this is just where my experience comes in, you can see how this format is all very simple. It's got the white background, it's got a very basic arrow, and it's got text that's in red and black, but it's basic. The font's not crazy. Now if we copy paste this exact title, they did the same thing, but their text was a little bit more exaggerated, their arrow was a little bit more exaggerated, and the character that they used was a little bit bigger and more, taking up more of the thumbnail space. And you can see there's tons of videos that are like this. There's this guy that did every rank in SEAL Team 6, and of course these top videos over here, which this video ended up getting 100,000 views. And again, this is just how you do more niche research. We can filter this by popular. They did your life as every SWAT operator, bomb pilot. Like there's so many endless things. And this is all that Claude did from this one channel and one example that we gave it. The more channel examples, the more video examples, just the more information and data that you give Claude, the better results that it will be able to give you. Second idea was your life is every Delta Force rank. Again, we're going to copy paste that into YouTube, and we're going to see if someone has already made a video which someone has, and it's actually from the same channel. Your Life is Every Delta Force rank, 71,000 views in 2 months. And the best part is we don't just have to guess and wonder why it does good. We can say why this goes second. Delta Force is the Navy SEALs video's natural sequel, same audience, but with a more secretive angle. Delta is less publicly known, which makes the insider reveal hook even stronger. Why the title works. And you can see for each of these different titles and ideas that it gave us, it actually explains why. Now, something I'm going to do just to prove to you guys that this even works, I'm going to copy this channel link because it seems that it's kind of just copying already videos that have been done. And I'm just going to tell it to find unique video ideas. Hey, Claude. So it seems that a lot of the ideation that you just sent me came from this channel. So analyze this channel as well as the first one and other ones similar in the niche that are in the spreadsheet that you sent me. And I want you to find me unique ideas that haven't been done, but if they've been done, they haven't been viral and they don't have more than 50,000 views. So now we're just going to say that. We're going to see what Claude sends me. Now that Claude did a little bit more deep search, you can see what the data actually shows. POV Rank is the channel that made the video you sent me. Now you can see their top video performers and you get the views, the title, and also the outlier score. For outlier score, you're looking at the highest multiplier. And now we can see their underperformances. So now it's going to give us a new ideation list. And now you can see based on these two channels, Your Life is Every NSA analysis rank. Now, I don't even know what this is, to be honest. And I asked it for ideas that maybe haven't been done, or if they have been done, they don't have a lot of views, which you can see a lot of people have this video. The problem is everyone is taking a different angle on it. They're trying to copy this too much. This video, this thumbnail sucks in general. Every rank trap, like it makes no sense when you just look at the normal format that's supposed to just work. Now, this channel did it, and they probably had the highest, and they had the best videos so far. Your Life is Every NSA rank. Now, the one thing that I'm realizing is when you do things like FBI, SWAT, police, military, those are broad terms that everyone knows. NSA, I have no idea what it is. So this is something that I probably wouldn't do. And then I would go and tell Claude like, hey, it's almost too niche down. Hey, Claude, for the example number 1, Your Life is Every NSA analysis rank, you gave me something that's a little too specific because I don't even know what that is. We should try and stay more broad with like FBI, SWAT, military, police, things in terms that a lot of people know. That way we can have a wide audience to engage with. And we're not trying to only attract like 50 to 100,000 people. We want these videos to get multi-hundred thousands, if not millions of views. So please do some more research and figure out some more broad terms across this entire niche that we can do. Boom. So now Claude is absolutely cooking. It knows more of what I want. Now this number 1 idea, Your Life is Every bounty hunter rank, it probably has been done before, but again, we're looking for something that has been done, has a little bit of proof of concept. And this is actually perfect because you could see what it was like to be every bounty hunter rank in Wild Wild West. Now, this was too specific because it mentioned what it was like the title is very wordy given the niche. And so if we just did what it's like to be every bounty hunter in Wild West or something where it's just dumbing it down, just more in the format we're looking for, this is perfect proof of concept. And again, it's just Claude. You need to work with it. It's only as good as the person using it. So you need to know how to talk to it. It's going to take time to get used to it. But you can see we literally started this entire process with nothing. And just by utilizing Claude and talking to it for 15 minutes, we now have a full ideation, a new channel, a spreadsheet with a bunch of different channels in the niche. And now I know exactly what to do and how to create these videos. Going back to scripting and voiceovers, this is where Claude AI is the best. If we're scripting a video from head to toe, or we're just script writing the video for the voiceover artist, this is where Claude is the best. ChatGPT just has the name brand of being one of the first or the most notable and the most known AI software, but Claude really actually gives you thorough and thought out answers and not something that just is trying to fulfill you and give you a quick, easy answer. It handles the tone and scripts more naturally, more than other tools. And that's the reason why Claude is so good. Now, if you're looking for me to give you an exact prompt to give Claude, well, that's going to depend on 1, the type of videos you're doing, and 2, the niche that you're in. And it's very important that you write this down. If you're taking notes, like I said, make sure to screenshot this or write this down somewhere because this is super important and this will save your channel from getting demonetized. It's important to note that you need to always edit the AI output and add human elements. You want to always review it or have at least a channel manager or someone else that you're hiring go through and make little changes or fix things here and there and just change it. Like I said before, you never want to have a YouTube channel that's fully AI A to Z. AI is here to enhance us, not replace us. The human layer is what separates growing channels from the ones that plateau. If you have a fully AI automated channel, eventually you are going to get banned and demonetized. And obviously we don't want to do that. We're here for the long run. We're here to make consistent cash flowing money. Versus if you have a full AI output edited videos with human element and actual people behind it controlling and editing things, well, you're going to be good and you're going to be here for the long run. run. Now, if you're looking for an AI voiceover, you want to use 11 Labs, or you can hire a dedicated voice artist for branding and longevity. It's going to depend on the budget and the type of channel that you're running, but most people can get away with using AI voiceovers. But if you can't afford it and you want to have some branding and some longevity to your channel, and like I said, just add some more personality to your specific video and channel, well, then that's when you want to hire a voice artist. But again, it depends on the amount of money that you have to spend, because AI is obviously cheaper. So next, we're going to actually curate the script for this. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to send it another voice message. Hey, Claude, I want us to go ahead and get started with the first video that I sent you, Your Life as Every Bounty Hunter Rank. I want you to create the script and follow the same format that these viral outlier videos in the channels and in the niche that I sent you. Don't look at their videos that underperform. Only look at videos that have, let's say, 200,000 views plus and their top outliers. Copy the format and create a fully done script for a 10-minute video with this title. And so now we're just sending that to Claude. Again, we're giving it as much information. I want it to look at the outliers. I want it to copy what's already working. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. YouTube is not a game of reinventing the wheel. It's looking at gaps in the market, looking at what already works and how we can capitalize and maybe make it a little bit different. And this is where the 70-30 rule comes in, because we're not utilizing Claude for everything. We're having Claude build the structure, and I'm actually going through and I'm having it tweak things. I'm having it correct things. Once it generates a script, you're going to see my method of going through and reviewing it, because we don't want to obviously read all the words. So here is the full script that it gave us, and it labels it with the hook, level 1, and it even gives us the timestamps, and you can see it goes all the way from level 1 to level 10. And again, the best thing about this, and you need to make sure to include it, otherwise it won't tell you, you need to ask it to break it down and understand why it works. Now with me, I have a ton of experience, so I'm able to go through, tweak things, actually prompt Claude properly. But if you're watching this video and you have no Claude experience, or you're new to Faceless YouTube channels, then you're not going to know exactly what to look for. And that's where me helping you one-on-one and holding your hand through this process and giving you the exact prompts, what to say, step-by-step videos on me utilizing Claude more often so you can adopt the same mindset as me. That's where that comes into play. So you can see it says why it works and what exactly I copied from the outliers. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 7 different key points, and it explains it. So now we have the full 10-minute video script. We have the title, we have the idea, we have the niche. Now you just really need to create the channel and actually get to creating the video itself. Video production and visuals. This is super important. And me personally, I prefer to hire someone to source the visuals rather than doing it myself. And the reason why is because you're going to be able to save time and focus on the important things and the things that you're actually good at. Remember, the goal of having these automated Faceless channels is that we're not having to do all the work A through Z. Yes, there's going to be work involved, but it's just like any other business. And we're going to operate and act more as like the CEO and just seeing what's available in the market and getting into new niches. We're not going to be making the videos. We're not going to be creating the script. We're not going to be doing anything like that. Our main goal is to make sure that the business is running and that we're going to find the right hires and the right people to get in these positions to make sure that it's fully automated and done for us. Or if instead of hiring, you could also use AI and video production websites if you just want to handle it yourself. Again, using AI and utilizing it will make the job easier. You'll have to still do it yourself if you don't want to hire somebody, but it will save you a little bit of the time and the turnaround time with that, but you can still do it. Number 3 is you always want to match the format of proven viral videos. Again, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to use what's working and just copy it. This channel hasn't done anything different. They just have really good videos, and you can see within literally a week of posting, they have over 500,000 views and just 2 videos posted on the channel. Again, they didn't reinvent the wheel. They used the same style, the same format, the same proven concept that the body cam niche follows. That's all they did. And now obviously they're making a lot of money. It's as simple as just studying what top channels in your niche look like visually and match that standard. Look at their quality, look at their video production, look at the ideas they have. See and understand why their scripts are good, why their voiceover is good. What are the key points in their videos? Go through the comment section. You would be surprised. A lot of the people that watch videos, if we go through this, you could see, if we're to go through this video and scroll through the comments, there could be a few points where people say, wow, I really like this edit, or I really like that you guys included or added this or this part of the video. And we could use that and take away that and go, okay, this viewer on a random channel, on a random video, on a successful video, said that they like this part. I'm going to go ahead and use that in my own videos and include that in my style and format. I'm about to drop a huge gem right now. So if you're paying attention, write this down and take notes, because for hiring, a lot of you guys have asked me, where do you go to get hires? How do you outsource the work? A lot of people use the traditional websites like Fiverr right here, or even Upwork. And the problem with using these is, yeah, you can find entry level or even good freelancers from this, but the problem is the pay and the fees. Upwork and Fiverr both operate in the US in most big countries, so you end up overpaying for the same quality that you can get for cheaper. And that is why I use onlinejobs.ph. It's the same type of thing as Upwork and Fiverr. You hire freelancers from here, but the .ph in the website stands for Philippines, and Philippines uses USD. However, they are a third world country, so the wages are way cheaper and you're able to one, pay somebody a lot of money in their currency, but you also get it for a reduced rate and you also get the work done for cheaper. Again, this is where I outsource all my work for video editing, thumbnail ideas, script writers, anything I need for any of my channels ever. I can go to onlinejobs.ph and actually set this up and hire a full team from there. And if you're looking at the views and you're like, this niche is making 30K a month, you want to try and match that standard. Give people a reason to watch your video and your channel over another person's, right? If you put them side by side and you just upload more, you're more consistent. Even if your ideas aren't as good, if you're uploading consistently and you're uploading every single day or just more than your competitors, if you're taking the good points from their style, I guarantee you will get views in the niche. As long as you're paying attention, it's impossible to lose. And next, we're going to talk about footages and how to actually go with about video production. First thing I'm going to say off the bat is I always prefer and I always recommend, no matter if you're a beginner or if you're a starter and you're an expert and you're at my level, I always prefer to hire a freelancer and outsource the work for you. And the reason that is because you can only make so much and you can only learn so much in a timely manner. There's video editors that I work with that edit videos for my channels that have been doing that for 5, even 10 years. And if I wanted to get their same skill set and get the same type of quality that they're already giving to me because I pay them, it would take me 5 or 10 years, however long they've been doing it, which obviously we don't have time for that. We're trying to scale this channel to $5,000 to $10,000 a month within the next 3 months. So we got to move fast on this. I'm going to show you 2 different websites, and number one I'm going to show you is Upwork, which is a hiring freelancer website. Similar to Fiverr, except Upwork is more professional in my experience, and there's a lot more up-to-date freelancers and people that you can hire from. There's also agencies on here, so you can have fully done for you. You just pay them, they do the ideation, the script, the voiceover, every single part of the video is done. And the best part is, like I said before, as long as you communicate with them and you say, hey, I'm not looking for fully AI videos, they'll make it, and they'll make it with a human aspect to it. So say, for example, I was running a World War II documentary channel. We could scroll down here and we can see straight on Upwork, just from using the search bar, we have YouTube video editor, documentary, short form, long form. So I would literally just go to his page, check him out. Certain requirements when I'm looking for freelancers is I'm not worried about the price right away, because at least the first thing I want to qualify them for is I want to make sure that they're actually qualified for their work. If they're good at editing, if they're good at thumbnails, whatever the position I'm looking for is, I want to qualify them and make sure that they have experience and they have proof of concept of knowing what they're doing. There's no point of going back and forth on price and then just to find out that they're not even good and they're not qualified. So first thing I'm doing is I'm scrolling down and I'm going to completed jobs, which is going to be their review. Now, I don't really care about the reviews necessarily, but something I'm going to look for under this is portfolio. And here you can see that there's going to be a bunch of examples. Like we can see he edited this video for this channel, The Untold Story of Kim Jong-un's Childhood. If we actually open this video and go to YouTube, we can see it has 5,100 views in 2 years. Something to note, and it's very important that you also note this down, is you're not necessarily looking at do they create viral videos or not. Because if his core role in this channel was to only edit the video, well, what if there's a title and a thumbnail issue? Then obviously if they can't get people to click on the video, well, then no one's going to watch his video and obviously get his editing skills shown off. So it's not like I'm necessarily looking at this. I would just play it a little bit. You can see that there's obviously a lot of visual effects. It's very fast paced and it looks pretty good so far. We're not even 10 seconds in and there's a lot that's happening. So something I would want to do is I want to make sure that he's not only over editing the intro, because that's a common thing that people do. They'll usually highly edit the first minute or so, and then as the video continues off, it'll get lower quality and lower editing. So something I'm going to skip to like 9 minutes here. I'm going to watch it a little bit. You can still see pretty much the same exact thing. So this guy looks like even halfway through the video, he's still keeping up that same quality, same style. We'll skip a little bit more ahead. Very flashy, very good, very fast paced, entertaining video. So even if the script was a little bit boring, because again, he's just in charge of editing, this is something that you could genuinely watch and you can at least visually see something new, right? Even if what they're saying in the script is bad. This guy actually looks pretty good. And if we go back to his actual job listing, we can see how much that this guy charges, which is $20 an hour. So obviously, depending on how long this took for him to do, he would charge that times 20, however many hours. And again, there's tons of different people like this. We have another cinematic documentary editor, and you would just go through and you would just look at their proven concepts. You want to make sure that they're actually running channels themselves, or that they have worked on viral videos or successful channels in the past. Because of every single video that they've posted, regardless if we think it's good or not, if they're only getting 2,000 views, 5,000 views, 10,000 views, well, that's not even enough to make you get out of bed, because that's not going to make you over $100 a video. And again, we're trying to fast track this to $5,000 to $10,000 a month within the next 90 days. So we need the right team and we need the most qualified people to only work on the channel. The second website we're going to go to is onlinejobs.ph. Again, this works exactly like Upwork. It's really, really good. And by the way, you should never be using Fiverr. Fiverr is super generic. There's mostly low quality freelancers on there, and you get hit with a bunch of fees and end up spending more money than you even thought you were going to. So onlinejobs.ph and Upwork are the only two freelancer websites that you should be utilizing. And again, they have a search engine as well as making a job post. So regardless of any position, whether it's thumbnails, editing, scriptwriter, voiceover, I'm always making a job post on both onlinejobs.ph and also Upwork, but I'm also doing my own research and using the search engine to actually look for people. That way it can just speed up the process that much more. So again, for this, I'm going to look up documentary YouTube video editor, and we're going to be able to see other people. And again, whatever your specific niche is, whether it's documentary, reactions, gamings, body cam, you can type in that niche with video editor, and you're able to scroll down and you're able to look at a bunch of different people. Now, something I will say with online jobs is the pricing and the amount that you pay people either per hour or per project is substantially cheaper because the .ph in online jobs is for Philippines. And obviously Philippines is a third world country. They speak English, which is really, really good, but their currency is a lot less than ours. So basically we're able to save money while still getting quality work, and they still get paid good. You can see there's a bunch of different people for editors. So again, whatever your niche is, you would just take this, copy paste it in the search engine. And obviously, if you want them to work 5 hours a day, you could filter all this. But again, I'm just looking for the most qualified person. And then after I find that person, then I'll negotiate price. We're going to be talking about voiceover. Now, it's very important. Again, if you're taking notes, please write this down and start, because this is super important. And this could determine whether your channel actually makes money or whether it gets demonetized. The most important thing I can tell you for voiceovers is do not use 11 Labs. The reason why is Google now uses Google Gemini, and they have metadata. And basically, every single time someone uses the same 11 Labs voiceover, the ones that we're all familiar with on TikTok and Instagram, if they use that same one across every video, it's going to get repetitive. The metadata is the same in every video, even though the script and what it's saying is different. And YouTube is now cracking down and actually going to start terminating or even demonetizing channels, which is not what we're here for. We're here to actually make money. So AI voices are getting cracked down. Do not use 11 Labs. The simple fix to that is either hire a voice actor if you can, and if you can't, then just use your own voice. It's that easy. I'll even help you guys out by giving you a website that you can use for finding voice actors. It's called castingcall.club. You can even search different types of voices or people that you're looking for to voice your work, or you could even make a job post, which is just create project, and you can find people that way. Number 5, we're going to be talking about editing and thumbnails and just overall outsourcing with freelancers. I personally prefer hiring freelancers for both editing and thumbnail, and usually anything that I don't want to personally do. So voiceovers, script writers, if I need a channel manager, anything like that, a VA, I will outsource and hire somebody to do that for me. Again, it's going to save you time. That way you can focus on the important things and actually keep the business running, not only running, but also be able to push it forward. Again, I'm going to use platforms like X, Fiverr, Upwork, but again, the best one is onlinejobs.ph. If you want to use Fiverr, you want to use Upwork, again, there's freelancers and they're all really, really good. However, you're going to be able to save time and money, at least in my experience, by using online jobs. This is super important. So you want to only hire people with proven experience in your specific format and your specific niche. You're not going to want to make a job post, and you're not going to want to hire anybody that says, hey, I've done this work before. You want to ask for testimonials, proven channels that they've worked with, maybe videos that they've done. So if you're working with a thumbnail designer, you want to ask them and say, hey, can you send me examples of your most popular channels that you've worked for? And they'll be able to send you that. You don't want to just hire somebody because you're able to kickstart your channel and it's the first person that applied to your actual submission. Experienced freelancers will know how to make videos or create thumbnails or scripts that will make you money. If you just go for the general one, they're not going to make you money because they're not experienced. Ask for a portfolio and for proof that they have done this type of content before, and it is very, very important you do before hiring that, right? You want to get a background check. The same thing, whereas if you go to do a job interview, they ask you for your background. They ask you, what have you been doing? Why should we hire you? Why is the reason that I should give you money to work for me, right? That's the only way it makes sense. And again, if I'm personally hiring a freelancer for anything, I'm going to online jobs. I'm not going to Fiverr. I'm not going to Upwork. I can get the same exact quality, if not better. These people in the Philippines, also in my experience, work way more, way harder. They're way more communicative. And again, they're cheaper, which is the biggest thing that's going to save you. To actually get your channel up and running is editing and thumbnails. And again, I'm going to use the same websites that I've already showed you in this video, and that's going to be Upwork and onlinejobs.ph. So now you can see I typed in YouTube Police Bodycam Editor. Again, whatever niche, whatever type of content you're uploading, you want to plug in that keyword in that channel, and then obviously add editor or thumbnails behind it. And as we can see straight off the bat, we have Police Bodycam Scriptwriter and Video Editor in true cam style. We're going to go through this guy. Again, I'm not really looking for anything specific. Always looking at their completed jobs and reviews is nice, especially when they have big people like this coming in, dropping $300, $100, and they're all giving 5-star reviews. That's a good sign. But the most important thing is their portfolio and making sure they're obviously getting views and that they can create good videos. So he edited videos like this, which again, I already recognize the channel Mr. Broken. So if we open these on YouTube, we're going to see that this particular video has 82,000 views. And keep scrolling. We can just open up a few more tabs of these videos. We can check this one as well. So just opening up more and more videos, we're able to see this is on another body cam channel, and we can see this video has in 4 months 50,000 views, which again, on a channel that only has 1,000 subscribers, this is probably their most popular, one of their most popular. So again, I would watch this, skim through it. As long as it does good and it makes sense, well then there's no reason to not work with this guy, because he clearly has proven concept. Obviously he can make a viral video in this format. And the only thing I care about when hiring freelancers for whatever position, it's just making sure that they have proven experience and they have proof of concept for whatever position it is. It doesn't matter if it's thumbnail, script writer. I want to make sure that they're in this exact niche, or that they have worked in this niche and they've already made money, or they've worked for another channel and they've made that channel a bunch of money. Because I don't care if you're a video editor, sure, you could learn how to do the body cam, or sure, you could learn how to do the reactions like the other channel I showed you. But at the end of the day, that's going to take downtime and it's going to be a whole learning process. And at the end of the day, you're the ones paying them to make the videos. And if there's going to be downtime or time where they have to learn and adapt, we're not going to be paying and wasting videos. But the next point we're going over is editing thumbnails and scripting, which is by far the most important part that we're talking about right now. So again, pay attention and actually lock in for this part. Let me just discuss something very important with you guys straight off the bat. Burning yourself out will not make you succeed fast. You always hear typically people just saying, oh, just keep trying and eventually it will work. But if you're just keep trying on what's already not working, then you're never actually going to solve the problem that you keep having. So it's important to actually try, but also analyze and see why it's not working. That way you can obviously get past that hump and actually hit your goals of 5, 10, even $20,000 plus months with YouTube automation. And I say all this because it's important, again, if you want to make somewhere around $300,000 a year potentially with Faceless YouTube automation, just like on that channel, then it's important that you don't want to do all the work yourself and you want to alleviate some of that pain and alleviate some of that work, and you actually want to automate some of the process. So if your channel is making anywhere between $3,000 to $10,000 a month, you need to be focusing on something totally different than if you're not making money at all. If you're already making money, you want to focus on your niche specifically in your overall packaging, right? And you immediately need to stop focusing on editing and making thumbnails for 10 hours a day, because at the end of the day, that's not actually going to get YouTube to better push your video out. Spending all this time, spending hours on thumbnails, script writing, doing everything yourself is never ever going to get you that dream life and the goal of YouTube of having passive income, right? We want to have a team, we want to utilize AI, and most importantly, we want to hire a team of freelancers to be able to delegate and offset some of that work to them. And again, that's what I did on this channel, and even on this video like here, which is another viral video that ended up making me almost $10,000 from a video that only got 1.2 million views. So for editing thumbnails and scripting, it really depends on the task. But in my opinion, you eventually want to get to the point where you're able to offset and you want to freelance and you want to outsource everything. Now, it's important that you actually understand these processes, because if you just go through and you just take what I'm saying word for word and you hire freelancers for script writing, thumbnails, and editing, and you have no idea how the process or how they actually create the viral videos and you're making money, that is not a business and that is not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you that you need to understand how each of these things work, because they're a core concept of YouTube. And if you don't understand it, then you don't have a business, right? And you're only relying on other people's skills and knowledge. But you need to understand that hiring is a very important business. Literally look at any business. When you go to restaurants, when you go to car dealerships, you never see the owner, you never see the CEO. They always outsource and they always have people filling in the gaps because they just don't have the time to do it themselves. So you always want to hire and you always want to look at freelancers when you're wanting to do some work. The dashboard you're currently seeing on your screen is from one of my YouTube channels that's consistently pulling in $1,000 days. Keep in mind, I run multiple Faceless YouTube channels just like this one and many others, which made me over $60,000 just last month. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that I use to scale this channel to consistent $1,000 days, so you guys can copy it and scale your own channel from $0 to $1,000 per day. For those who don't know me, hey guys, I'm Chris, and I went from being a broke teenager.
Keep going and don't quit, because I've already gave up a lot of things. You know, I'm gonna be rich.
To becoming a millionaire, which helped me buy multiple of my dream cars and living in a Miami penthouse all at the age of 22. And it was all thanks to YouTube automation. And the best part is, I barely work just 2 hours a day on all of my channels because they run on autopilot. Let me be completely honest with you guys. This isn't some sponsored video to promote some AI BS tool. I'm going to share the exact systems that I use to run and scale my own channels. So I always check for 3 key metrics every single time I post a video. And these are the only things that matter in determining whether YouTube's going to push your video out and ultimately ultimately whether you make money doing this. Most gurus will tell you and talk about how you can use 100% automated with AI tools, but in reality, that's actually going to almost guarantee your chances of getting demonetized, and obviously that's what we don't want to do. We're here to make money. So before clicking off, just actually listen to me. It doesn't matter how high quality your content is. If you're not in a good RPM niche, you're not going to print money. Here's what actually affects RPM, because people don't really know exactly how to make it higher. One big way of increasing your RPM is having longer videos. Obviously, the longer your videos are, if you can make 30 to 40 minute videos, you're going to have more YouTube ads placed in your videos, which means more advertisers are paying YouTube, and YouTube is obviously paying you more money. I'll actually show you from my own channels. You can see this video right here got 3.2 million views and is 33 minutes long, and it ended up making me $20,000, which is crazy because this is from one video. But I'll also show you this video right here that got 2.1 million views, was 17 minutes, so half the duration of this video, but it only made $7,800. And again, yes, this is in currency USD, just to show you guys on both. If we check the RPMs on each of these videos, you could see $6.51 versus this one was $3.79. Why is the RPM lower on this channel than on this one? Well, it's because these videos are super long. These videos are 33 minutes long. So in return, we were able to get 3 million views, which is a lot, but that made $20,000, which is crazy. That's just one way to look at RPM, creating longer videos. Now, the actual important thing, and to be honest, the make or break of longevity for your channel is targeting the older and US audience. The reason why you want to target the older and US audience is because the way RPM works, if you're in a kids niche like I was, right, you're basically chasing virality. You're always trying to one up your current and past video. You're trying to get 100,000 views, then 200, then 500, and then before you know it, you're trying to get a million viewed video every single time you post, which at first can seem really easy because if you're new in a niche, you have ideas and it's a lot easier to execute. But when you've uploaded for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, it gets super hard and super dried out. That is why when you're making longer videos and you're targeting an older and US audience, you can get a video like this. Yes, it's 17 minutes, but it could have been potentially 25, 30 minutes. Even some documentary channels upload 40-minute long videos, which ultimately would have resulted in a way higher RPM than just $3.79. Now, I'm going to show you some niches that you can directly get into, and I personally run some of these channels or help other students with these. The first niche I'll show you is the police body cam niche. Now, why is this so good? You hear me talk about this all the time. Well, take a look at this channel. 7,000 subscribers with only 9 videos posted. Their oldest video is just over a month ago, and their most popular video is 1.2 million views. So if they have an estimated RPM of $5 per 1,000 views, well, then they made over $5,000 just last month, and they only started the channel last month. The second niche is POV Your Life As. You can see if you just type this in the YouTube search bar, there are tons of different niches and subtopics that you can get into. For example, Your Life is Every CIA Black Ops Rank. That video did 2.4 million views in 3 months, whereas you could also do something similarly because the Michael Jackson movie came out. Again, it's trend-based, and you can get 122,000 views in 3 weeks on a channel that has 1,000 subscribers. So this niche is a proof of concept. You just have to know how to execute it. Similarly to the body cam, this isn't things that you just get into, re-upload footage, and you obviously make money and go viral. You have to know each of these niches and how they work inside and out, which is what I'm teaching. The third niche would be something like this channel called Nick Invests. It's a little bit of an explainer. They take boring or finance topics because this is going to have a high older audience and a high RPM audience, and they actually make educational videos that inform people on how certain things work, but they take the entertaining route and they actually make these videos not so boring to watch because these are topics typically that people don't really want to talk about because they're just boring. And you can see that in the last 30 days, this channel has 700,000 views. So if they had a $10 RPM, which is very likely because again, they have longer videos and again, they even have the older audience, this channel made around $5,000 to $7,000 last month alone. And you can see that they're consistently getting views and they're consistently uploading. So this is a repeatable process that you could take on this channel and you could do it on another one. And the fourth channel is going to be Kids Reaction. Now, something to note with this is the RPM is comparatively less than all the other niches. And the reason why is because this is very kid-friendly content, but it's going to be a lot easier to get views. So you're going to have a way less RPM, but you're going to be able to get views way easier. So you see like this video, their most popular, 4.4 million views. Again, the videos are pretty short, 8 to 10 minutes long typically, and the people that are watching this are very, very young. They're kids, right? So the RPM is going to be low, but the views kind of make up for it. So you're still able to make a lot of money. And the crazy thing is this channel hasn't posted in 6 months, but if we check how many views in the last 30 days, 1.5 million views. Even if they have an RPM of $3, they're still making a lot of money passively without even touching the channel for over half a year. Before moving forward, I want you guys to see this. He made $5,000 off a single video and also got his YouTube plaque within a month of starting Faceless YouTube automation. And if that's not enough, here's my student Priti, who made $50,000 in a single month, again, all with Faceless YouTube automation. And there are dozens of other students who got similar results, all working with me one-on-one. So if you want similar results and want me to help you one-on-one with Faceless YouTube automation, then click the link in the description and fill out the form. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So now that we've taken a look at 4 niches that you could potentially get into yourself, next we're going to talk about something that's super important, which is number 2, which is actually one of the most important metrics. So if you haven't been locked in, make sure you're paying attention and you're honestly taking notes. The reason why CTR is super important because it's all about how you package the video. Yes, we want views and views equal money, but at the end of the day, if we can't get people to click, which CTR is click-through rate, then they can't convert to views. So CTR ultimately is very important. You're going to analyze competitors and replicate what's working. YouTube's formula is very simple. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to look at what's currently working in the market with other channels and videos, and we need to have our own spin on it because we can just copy paste the format, slightly change it, and we can ultimately make money from it. Now, it is important that you never replicate one-to-one. The reason why you don't want to just copy and almost steal their videos is because that's when you run into copyright issues. That's when you run into duplicate channels, and people ultimately aren't going to want to watch your videos for a long enough time because they're going to say, oh, you're just a replica of so-and-so. And that's what we're not trying to do. We're trying to build a sustainable and long-term cash flowing YouTube channel. And if you're sitting here like, Chris, I don't know how to make thumbnails. Guess what? Me neither. That's why we're going to hire an experienced designer and somebody that's proof of concept and has proven work on channels with success in the same niche that we're looking for. And again, just like on these videos, if we go to reach on both of these, you can see the CTR is 6.7% and 7.4. So we can say that the CTR needs to be at least 6% when we're looking at viral videos. Number 3, AVD, which stands for average duration. This has to do with how long people watch your videos, aka retention. And if you're wondering, well, Chris, how do I improve the average view duration? How can you analyze these videos and go, oh, I know what to fix, I know what to improve on, and I know what to tell my team to fix? Well, they make it pretty simple. We're not even going to look at the average duration or the percentage view, to be honest. We're going to look at the retention graph because, again, these are averages. So the average duration isn't 7 minutes and 58 exactly where every single person clicked off, right? This is just the average, and obviously the more views you have, the more average, and obviously it's going to be closer and harder to tell. So we're going to only look at the retention graph, which again, YouTube makes this very, very simple because they even give you metrics for this. 74% of viewers are still watching around the 30% mark. Obviously the 30%, we call this the hook, which is the intro. And this is a very crucial and important part. So again, if you're taking notes, write this down, because even if you have a good idea, good title, good thumbnail, good packaging, and you have an actual good video, if the first 30 seconds are boring or they don't have that payoff and give viewers a reason to keep watching, ultimately they're not going to keep watching. And again, it doesn't matter if you have crazy editing, if your video is super good, it has a crazy idea. If they don't make it past the first 30 seconds, they're not going to make it to the actual good part of the video. So that's why I always say there's no most important part of a YouTube video. Every single thing, it's like a key chain reaction. The title and thumbnail have to be good, which obviously correlates to number 2, which is CTR, because if not, that's not going to convert to a view. Once you get a view, you need to have the average view duration, which is actually the video production and how good the video is. If you don't have a good video, you're going to have a low average duration. Your retention chart is probably going to look something like this. Obviously not on a 33-minute video, but it's going to look really, really bad. And ultimately, you're not going to be able to make money from this. So it's super easy analyzing retention graphs because you can see we have 80% of viewers still watching around the 30% mark. Obviously, you want this to as close to 100% as possible. You don't want really any drop-offs, but it is YouTube and it is a video and it happens. You're never going to have a perfect graph where it's straight through and you hold 100% retention. That's not realistic and that's not possible. So we're just looking to get the highest number we can. So if in this case, it's 80%, in this video, it's 74%, I would go back and watch the first 30 seconds and you can see literally when people are clicking off. You can see if we retain viewers, we gained a percentage back over here, which probably means it was a replayed section. Same thing right here, we gained 2%, and you can see how it works very, very easy. So I would just skim through these videos and I would just see what can we fix. Maybe the editor added a black screen for too long. Maybe there was no audio. Maybe the voiceover was too AI soundish. Maybe the background music was even too loud. Again, it's something that you have to go through on your specific channel, and that's why I do the one-on-one, so we can deep dive into your specific channel and what we need to do for your specific need. When talking about average duration, ideally for something at percentage viewed, you want to stay around that 40 to 50%. If you can get above a 50% on average percentage viewed, that is really, really good. Now, again, it's something to note that if you have a 1-minute video and you're able to get an average view percentage of 45 or 50, obviously that's only 30 seconds. That's not impressive. But the longer your videos are, if you have a 17-minute video and you're able to retain retention of 45%, that's clearly very, very good. Why? Because look at the views and look how much money we made on this video. Same thing with this one. The longer your videos are, the less of a retention that you actually need. Again, you can see this. I'm putting these videos side by side, and this video is half the duration of this 22%, which on paper, you're like, well, Chris, the other video did way better. It has a higher percentage viewed. It has even a higher view duration. The graph is better, but it only got half the views, not even. So the reason why is because, again, this is in a good niche. They're both in good niches, but this video is 33 minutes long. long. And when you're able to hold a retention for 7 minutes on a 33-minute video, that's really good. Number one is we need to treat this like a business, right? This is a real YouTube channel and this is a real business. You can make serious money from this. So we're not going to treat it like a side hustle. So if you have a 9 to 5 or you don't have enough time, guess what? This is perfect because you don't need a lot of time per day. You need only 1 to 2 hours a day, and the rest is going to be freelancers working on the channel for you. Now, again, yes, there is still work. You can't just sit back, relax, never check the channel, never message the freelancers. You still have to put in work. But at the end of the day, this is something that's a lot more time manageable that people think. And in result, you will be able to get freedom, at least obviously assuming you put in the work and you genuinely try. But again, it's important that you treat it like a real business and that you actually pay attention to each of these 3 key points. If as long as you're in a good niche with a high US audience and older audience, you're going to have a good RPM. As long as you're able to correct and look at the CTR, again, very, very important metrics, you're going to do good. And then again, number 3 is average view duration. So these are all key points in what make a viral YouTube video. But we're not trying to chase virality like I said on some of these other kid channels. We're trying to chase consistency and scalability. That way you can have 2 to 3 channels, each making 5K a month, and you can sit at home and do nothing all day and make 15 to 20,000. Because the way YouTube automation as a business works is we're hiring freelancers to do all the grunt work and all the work that either we don't want to do or that we're not good at. The same thing as me. My sole job in this is to hire freelancers and actually focus on ideas and niche picking. Other than that, I don't do much. I don't do the editing. I don't do the thumbnails. Yes, I'm going to analyze the CTR and I'm going to analyze the average view duration and the retention to see what we can fix and improve on. But other than that, I'm not editing and I'm not doing all the grunt work. So I have a lot more free time. Obviously, as you have more channels, you kind of lose that free time, but you make more money in return, which down the line, you could take more vacations, do whatever you want, help your family out, and ultimately you can save more time down the line as well. And again, you never want to start a fully AI automated channel. You hear me say this every video, but AI is here to enhance us, not replace us. When AI starts doing everything head to toe with your channel, that's when you're going to run into problems. Just like this channel right here, they have 200,000 subscribers. Their most popular video was 200,000 views just a month ago, but their actual second most popular is "We got demonetized. This is the end." And you can see 3 weeks ago, they haven't uploaded since then because their videos are head to toe with AI. And obviously YouTube doesn't want that. It's not even something that you can sustain longevity wise and actually make consistent cash flow. So don't do it. So that's the entire system that I use to consistently hit $1,000 days with YouTube automation. Now you can use it for your channel. And I promise, as long as you stay consistent, you will go easily from $0 to $1,000 a day. And if you don't want to spend months trying to figure this out on your own and doing all the guesswork, and you want someone to actually help you reach those $1,000 days with Faceless YouTube automation, then click the link in the description and fill out the form to work with me one-on-one. Again, this is for serious people only. So if you're not serious and you don't actually want to turn this into a real business, then do not apply. YouTube is going crazy right now. Tons of YouTube channels are getting hit with the same inauthentic content strike every single day. And the same thing happened to me. One of my channels actually got demonetized due to inauthentic content. So to find out exactly why, I analyzed my own channel and dozens of others that also got hit. What I found were a few key reasons that every affected channel had in common. And when I corrected them, guess what? After appealing, YouTube actually enabled my monetization back on my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact reasons why channels get flagged and the exact steps that I took to get my channel monetized again and how to avoid inauthentic content as a whole. These are secrets that my own students use to avoid inauthentic content strikes on their own channels. And for those who don't know me, hey guys, my name's Chris. I've been doing YouTube automation for around 4 years now, and I currently have a portfolio of channels making me over 6 figures every single month. So now let's dive into the video. All right, so first let's actually talk about why having your channel hit with inauthentic content is actually negative for your channel. The main and only reason is that your channel gets demonetized if it ever gets hit with inauthentic content. And the whole reason that even happens in the first place is because YouTube implemented a full AI system that goes and individually checks channels to see if they're fully ran with AI or if they're not, right? Inauthentic content. Are you making content that's unique to your own channel, or are you just copying and using AI to reproduce and replicate content? Here's what actually matters, and these are the types of videos that will actually get your channel hit with inauthentic content. And again, later on in this video, I actually have a channel that got hit with inauthentic content, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do to appeal this and actually win it to get it remonetized. So videos that appear to be fully automated from A to Z process, this is why channels, so the types of channels that are going to get hit with this right off the bat and that are most common are going to be fully AI channels. And I actually have some channel examples that I'm going to show you here in a second, but videos that appear to be fully automated. Every single thing in the process from A to Z is done with AI, whether it be the voiceover, the thumbnail, the script, the editing, the video production. When everything is done with AI, there is a 99% chance eventually your channel is going to get hit with inauthentic content. And it's not that YouTube doesn't like AI. YouTube actually said that they like creators to utilize AI, but AI is not here to replace us. It's here to enhance our skills and enhance and speed up the process for how we do certain things. So videos that appear to be automated, high AI slop content on YouTube that you see highly on YouTube Shorts is what's going to get your channel demonetized. Example channels like this are War Historian Sleepy and Requested Reads, where you can see they have a lot of subscribers and they have a lot of views, but you can see they both stopped posting over 4 months ago, and it's because their entire channel A to Z is just done with AI. If we click on just one of these videos, you can see it's very stock footage, very AI, and if we even have the voiceover, you can hear it's a very generic AI voiceover. And these are the exact reasons why these channels get hit, because if they weren't hit, they're still getting active views to this day. They just haven't uploaded in 4 months, and this channel hasn't uploaded in 4 months again. And it's because these channels both ended up getting demonetized, and they have no idea how to appeal properly. And even if they did, it's a high chance that they would get denied because they're not even following YouTube's guidelines. YouTube's main goal is making sure that every single YouTube channel is actually ran by a human. And if it's not, they're going to mark it as inauthentic, because technically these channels could be spam robots, right? There's no human element in these channels. There's no personal brand, no face, no name. There's nothing. Everything from head to toe, including the voiceover and even the script writing, is done with AI. So there's nothing that shows YouTube that this is a real person behind this account. And YouTube wants to reward authentic content and people actually putting in the work, the sweat, the blood, the tears, everything. And in return for that hard work, they're going to reward you by obviously giving you views, and views generate to money. So YouTube is going to reward you by paying you for making real videos. And the way we're going to actually differentiate ourselves, regardless of the niche or channel that you're in, we're going to want to use different hook tones and different pacing, right? You're never going to want to look at a competitor channel, even if they're doing really, really well and you like their style and they obviously have good views. You're never going to want to copy competitors one-to-one. And what that means is basically going into ChatGPT, throwing in an idea and having it regenerate and just swapping your face on the competitor's thumbnail. That's not what you want to do. You want to have your own style, your own version. There needs to be something about your channel and something about your specific content that stands out and that's different versus your competitors. And again, YouTube is checking to make sure that there is a real person running this account. If they are able to look at it and say, okay, there is a real person doing the voiceover, there's clearly a thumbnail designer, somewhere along the way there's a real human element touched to this channel and video, they're going to allow it and approve it, and you will not get hit with inauthentic content. But if it seems to be all AI and fully automated head to toe and made within 10 to 20 minutes, well, then that's when the problem strikes, and that's what they don't allow on their platform. We're going to be continuing over how to actually avoid the inauthentic content as a whole. And the number one biggest thing that actually even the biggest YouTubers and some of the other gurus in the space I see that they don't even talk about is actually talking about the AI voiceover. It's such a common theme now. Everyone thinks that you have to use AI voiceover because obviously you're going to have an editing, you're going to have script writing. You need somebody to obviously speak in your videos. So what's the one thing that everyone goes to? Everyone goes to 11 Labs. They use text-to-speech on TikTok. They use all these different AI voiceovers. And actually, if you read down here, as of early 2026, YouTube is not issuing a overall ban on AI, but they do not like the AI voiceovers and head-to-toe fully AI done channels. Because again, to simply put it, they just can't trust and they don't know if it's a real person behind the account. And if we're being honest, it makes your channel just blend in with the rest, right? Everyone uses them and it just makes your channel blend in with the other competitor channels. And what did I say earlier? We want to make sure that one, your content is good and you're uploading similarly to competitor channels because there's already proof of concept. But we want to give viewers and the audience a reason to watch your channel and enjoy your specific type of style more than the other ones. So now you're probably asking yourself, oh, Chris, but how am I supposed to not use an 11 Labs voiceover? I need to use some type of AI, right? Well, the actual only way around this is you either one, hire a voice actor, or two, you just simply use your own voice, right? Voice actors are definitely going to be the best for longevity wise. The only downside initially is that you're going to need to spend more money because a voice actor has a professional mic, they have a professional setup, and it's going to take them time to read a 10 to 15 minute script. Versus if you use your own voice, you need a very basic microphone that costs maybe $100. And then you just obviously have to take the time to actually record the script yourself. So you can either use your own voice or use a voice actor, but this is going to give some personality to your channel and it's going to make your channel stand out because now they know that there's a human element. It's no longer the generic Chad or Frederick from 11 Labs. And YouTube AI can easily detect, just like how me and you, when we click on a video, we're easily swayed to either click off or stay on the video and watch it fully if the voiceover is AI. Because if it's AI, then chances are the rest of the video is completely head to toe just AI and it's boring or sloppy and we just don't want to watch it, right? We want to watch something that's authentic and has a personal touch to it. And just for further proof that these methods actually work and you should actually listen to what I'm saying, on my Instagram story under client wins, I actually did this with one of my students. You can see that he actually got his channel taken down due to inauthentic content. I told him how to appeal properly, what to change on his channel, and what to do moving forward. And you can see at the very bottom, how does this affect your channel? We've put your channel back on YouTube. So he actually got his channel full on deleted. He got demonetized and deleted all in one day. And obviously after doing this, we fixed it. And now he's back on YouTube and he's also making money again, which is the best thing. So yes, this actually works. And real quick, guys, if you want me to help you one-on-one with Faceless YouTube automation so you actually never get hit with inauthentic content yourself, and so I can help you scale your channel to replace your 9-to-5 job or just add some serious income just like all of my students did right here, just like how Damien was able to generate $2,900 in the first 21 videos of posting and already on the road to have his first $5,000 month. And just like my other student down here who was able to make $600 on the very first day of monetization. You can see the channel analytics in the last 28 days, 14.8 million views and over 100,000 subscribers. Or maybe you just want to be like my student Chico and just absolutely rip on subscribers, gaining 50,000 subscribers in under a single year. As you can see, I have loads of results. And if you even head to my Instagram, ChrisBarrera, I even have a client wins section and you can scroll through this all day long and see that I actually am certified and that the proof is in the pudding. If you want to work with me one-on-one, then head to the description of this video that you're currently watching and it'll look just like this. You'll see a link. You'll click on it. You're going to scroll down. You can watch this 16-minute video. It just goes over what actually happens in the one-on-one mentorship. And there's just 5 simple questions here, and you're going to want to answer this honestly. The second way to avoid inauthentic content is going to be avoiding bad niches. And bad niches are pretty much going to be AI slop or niches where there's no personalization. There's no personal branding. There's nothing that's different, right? The reason why I gave an example of this is because this is in the niche of history for sleep or some type of niche for sleep, right? So there's crime for sleep. There's endless different niches in this that are sub-niched. And we can see there's Mr. Crime for Sleep. And something that's consistent with all these channels that are for sleep is you can see they end up stop uploading. And again, they're still getting views. In the last 30 days, they have 120,000 views. But the reason they haven't uploaded in over a year is because they're no longer making money, right? If you're able to not touch a channel and still get hundreds of thousands of views every single month, the same thing that happened on this channel. They're able to upload and get crazy amounts of views, right? They have a huge fan base and over 1 billion views total. The reason you stop uploading is because you're not making money and you actually got demonetized because YouTube called you out and said you're getting hit with inauthentic content. So YouTube only rewards videos with some human creativity and personalization, right? This is why reaction channels can be a good niche and also can be very detrimental and overall just not work in the long run. Reaction channels are really good because if you have a personal brand like Sniper Wolf or some of the Twitch streamers that you know that are really big, it's really good because they're giving their personal opinion and they're reacting to it live, right? Whereas if you have a generic reaction channel with either AI characters or even no face cam, there's nothing personal about it. Well, then that's when you kind of are in the waters and you can actually end up getting hit with inauthentic content. Now, I personally run some reaction channels myself that are more on the low quality side. They don't have my face. They don't have any other people's face. They're more automated, but it still requires personal. 2 of them actually ended up getting hit with inauthentic content, and I fixed one of them. And actually, one of my other ones recently just got hit as well, which I have to make an appeal for. And again, later on in this video, if you keep watching, I'm going to show you how to appeal inauthentic content, no matter what channel, no matter what niche you're in, and actually how to fix it. Another reason why the reaction channels don't work is because everyone uses the same clips, everyone reacts to the same video, and in order for your video to be different or authentic, as YouTube likes to call it, you have to add different human element touches to it, and there has to be different. You can't just put the videos side by side and have very little or very minor differences, right? That's why things like copyright exist, because they want to claim ownership of certain videos or certain channels, things like that, and you're not able to just copy it one-to-one, right? Going back to what I was saying over here, you don't want to just copy competitors one-to-one because it's never going to work in the long run. And even if you get short-term success, in the long run, when you go to either try and exit the channel or just overall try and make money long-term, it's never going to work because you're just a copycat of another channel. Now, number 3, which is super important, and that's bad scripting. Every single long-form channel and every single channel on YouTube requires a script writer or at least using some type of script. Now something I don't want you to get confused is you can't use AI, right? Like I said before, YouTube actually likes and wants us to use AI, but again, they want us to utilize it. They don't want us, it's not here to replace us and take over the full process from A to Z and just do everything with AI. They want us to utilize it and then also have our own human touches and elements to the actual video. So you can use AI scripts. The biggest problem and the biggest misconception I see and the biggest problem when people use AI scripts is most people never understand why a format works or why that actual script ended up creating a viral video or people ended up actually liking it. For example, if I pull one of the transcripts to one of these viral videos and I send it to ChatGPT and I said, reword this with X title, right? It's going to be based off a new idea and a new title, but ChatGPT knows the format and they're going to take it, reword it, and just curate it to the idea that I gave it. The chances of that video going viral are super, super high because it's in the right format, it's in the right style, and it's just repurposing it, rewording it, and just giving it a new idea in already a proven viral format. Now, the negative thing for you is actually, as the channel owner, you wouldn't understand why your video is getting views or why it's going viral. Or if people were leaving comments, yo, this script was really good, I really like the attention to detail that you added here, most people don't catch up on this, you wouldn't understand why. You just be like, I don't know, I just go to ChatGPT, I just use AI, and I just gives me the script and I just throw it into the thing. You would just sit there and be like, I have no idea why. I just throw it to ChatGPT, 5 seconds later it gives me a script, and then I just give it the voiceover, right? You have no actual process and no understanding of why the script and how and why it works. And that's the whole point of YouTube. Is yes, we want to have it automated. We want to have teams in place. We want to have different SOPs, and we want to have it automated to where we're not having to delegate 12 hours a day to run this business, but we want to understand how each part works, how the thumbnail works, how to create a curiosity gap. That way people are intrigued and interested to see what's actually going to go on in the video. You need to know how to do the hooks, right? The first 30 seconds to a minute of your video is the most important, because if they don't make it past that and it's boring, then they're going to click off, they're going to forget about your channel, and obviously, if you don't make it past 30 seconds, they're not going to make it to the actual good part, which is the middle and the ending of your video. So human revisions are necessary when it comes to scripting, and it's a big mistake that people make because most people just copy paste it. They look at what's already working, just give it to ChatGPT, and then just have it reword it with another concept, which is not going to work, and YouTube doesn't allow it. And having that human touch in your script writing is actually going to guarantee that your channel does not get hit with inauthentic content, because again, as long as you're not utilizing AI from everything head to toe, your channel is in compliance with YouTube's policy. And other ways to avoid inauthentic content is you want to make sure that the ideation is key. We can see these are the 3 components that go into a YouTube video. There's ideation, there's the title, and then there's the thumbnail. Ideation and the title are pretty similar. The ideation is how you're actually packaging the video. The title and thumbnail, right? What does it look like on the outside? Does it look intriguing? Is it boring? Or does it want to get people to click, right? And so if you're utilizing AI, and if we go to this channel right here, which is just a random sleep history channel, we can see if we filter their most popular, they have a very AI theme. Now, again, their channel's doing really, really well, and they're able to get millions of views and make tons of money from this. But if we scroll down, this is definitely not a long-term channel. One, they fully utilize AI, so sooner or later their channel is going to get hit. And second of all, these thumbnails are actually very, very AI. Like, this is super obvious to me, and obviously I have the experience of doing YouTube for years. And again, I'm talking to the person that actually wants to do YouTube automation full-time and actually make $10,000 plus a month. If you're looking for a few thousand, just something on the side, just to help out, then obviously you don't need a long-term channel that's going to last, a year, 2 years, even 5 years down the line. But me personally, this is the only thing that I focus on, and this is the only thing that generates me money every single month. So obviously I'm here to make the most money and obviously have longevity and consistent cash flow coming in every single month. And just to recap again, you want to replicate already proven concepts, and you want to get into niches that are already winning and proven, but you want to replicate it in a creative way, right? You want to add your own creativity. The only reason why different TV shows have a bunch of seasons or episodes is because they're different than all the other ones, right? They have unique characters. They are either super funny. Maybe it's about love and romance. There's a certain target audience out there that resonates, genuinely likes and watches those shows, right? They're not all the same, because if they were all the same, they wouldn't be as popular as they are. And if you clicked on this video so you can actually see an in-depth appeal on how to do the inauthentic content appeal, well, I'm going to do this right now for you live. And I'm going to be showing you my full A to Z process of what to actually do step by step to make sure that you get 1, monetized again, and 2, to make sure that this never happens on any channel that you run in the future. The main thing when doing an appeal for inauthentic content is that you show the full A to Z process of creating a video. The reason why that's so important is, 1, you show that there's human elements and that there's actual people or freelancers working in on your channel, right? It's not like you're just going to ChatGPT and you're saying, give me a video idea. And then you're like, give me a script for that. And then you say, generate me a thumbnail. No. You're doing either the ideation yourself. There's different human elements. There's research that goes into it. There's money that you're spending to actually produce this content that you're paying people for. It's a whole thing, right? It's not just AI, and it's not just generating the video in 5 minutes. So you want to show your full entire A to Z process. You want to show the editing timelines. If you're using AI to generate the thumbnails for a base image, maybe the background, maybe just to get up different parts and pieces of the thumbnail, well, then you can show that, but then you can show where you're actually sending it to a video editor, but then you can show that you're sending it to a thumbnail designer and that you're actually paying him $15 and then he's sending you back the full HD, full done thumbnail. And then obviously your videos have script writing in it, so you can show the Google Doc format, and you can even show, and if you have a freelancer doing it for you, you can just show the messages where they send you the zip file or the Google Doc, and then you open it and it's clearly just the same script that you've already done for an uploaded video. You're just going to want to be fully transparent and show YouTube that you're actually running this channel legitly and that there's a human behind it, right? You're going to have the voice actors read over the lines live on YouTube, so you can record it and then you can send it in and include that in your appeal. And you just want to show YouTube overall that there's human element and there's a human touch in your actual videos. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this full 4-minute and 28-second appeal video that I actually ended up doing for this channel. And it's going to show everything that I already talked about, showing the full editing process, everything for this channel, A to Z, the script writing, the ideation. And that way you can apply it to your own channel, regardless if it's long form or shorts. So that way you can fully avoid inauthentic content and never get your channel demonetized or even worse, banned.
Hello, so I was told to make an appeal video proving that my channel is not reused content. This is the channel URL, and I guess first I'll start off with going through all the don'ts, and I'll prove to you that we don't do any of those. So the first one is short videos you compiled from other social media websites. We've never done that. Any videos we make have been off YouTube. Collections of songs from different artists. We don't use any songs from artists. We never have. We don't even use songs in our videos pretty much at all, unless it's like copyright free background music. Next up is clips of moments from your favorite show. We don't do that. We don't make videos from shows or movies. We don't do that. Content uploaded many times by other creators. We've never taken content that's been uploaded many times and posted on it. I don't even know what that means. Promotion of other people's content, even if you have their permission. We've never promoted anyone's content. We've never used people's content for ads or anything like that. You know what? I'll just play you one of our videos. So this is the channel. It's called Gray and Simon, and me and my buddy actually created this channel, and we play characters in our videos. So in this video, we reacted to a Minecraft tunnel. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know like this niche of content, but pretty much I played this yellow character. The characters are called Sprunkies, and my buddy, he plays this gray character. The character is literally called Gray. That's the name. And by the way, you can watch any videos on our channel. All of them are not reused content. We've never reused content ever on the channel. Now, to kind of go through all of the do's before I show you actually how we edit our videos, I just want to show you how much that we actually do. So the first one is a funny or thoughtful revision of content you didn't originally create. Literally textbook what I just showed you. The next one is clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. We just don't make critical review content on our channel. A scene from a movie where you've rewritten dialogue. We just don't make movie content. Replays of sports tournament. We don't make videos on sports. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video. Again, textbook what we do. And then the last one is edited footage from other creators where you add a storyline or commentary. Again, textbook what we do. The only things that we don't do on here are the ones that like just don't relate to our content, like sports tournament content or movie content. And also, when I read up here to the reused content, it says content is not clearly original creation of the video and may have been repurposed from other source without adding significant original commentary, substantive modifications, or educational or entertainment value. We do add educational and entertainment value into our videos. Again, you can watch any of the videos on the channel. We've only been posting for like 2 months. Okay, so this right here is one of our videos in Adobe Premiere. I actually had to get a video from our editor to send to us because we don't edit our own videos. We have an editor who edits them. And just to kind of scroll through this. So first off, each and every single time either I speak or my partner speaks, we have to add in our own characters' faces into the actual reaction video. This takes about 1 to 2 hours per video. And as well, we also bring proper commentary into our videos. But I can also go through all of these and kind of show you like, this is what he has to do every single time. We add presets to our videos. Sometimes we just add like our own background music if we feel. We cut it as well. I don't know if that means anything, but we're not reusing content. I don't know if this flagged it because YouTube thinks we're literally just taking someone's video and then re-uploading the exact same video, because that's not what's going on here at all. And the way we actually come up with the video ideas for our videos is me and my partner sit down pretty much every single day and we come up with videos that we think our fans would like us to watch. Again, I don't know if an AI reviewed this and gave us reused content, but if I could please just get like one real person to look at this. I mean, take this channel, for example. This is the exact same thing we do on our channels, just with different sprunky characters. So, I mean, I'm looking at all of this and I'm seeing we do literally none of the don'ts. We go out of our way to do none of the don'ts. And if you need more information for me, please let me know. I mean, I don't know if I showed everything. I think I went over everything, but if we could please get this fixed, that would mean a lot.
So now you can actually implement all the steps that I gave you in order to protect your channel from ever getting hit with an unauthentic content strike. But here's the thing. These steps aren't easy to do on your own. Your channel views might drop temporarily, and it could take a few months for you to do everything right and make sure that you have every box checked, because once you get one appeal, you cannot mess it up. And in order to avoid that, you need someone to actually hold your hand and help you along the way. That way you're not guessing and you actually have proof of concept and you're following a strategy. So if you want me to help you one-on-one with Faceless YouTube automation so you never get hit with an inauthentic content strike and to scale your channel at the same time, then scroll down in the description of the video that you're watching, yes, this one, and go to the link right here. And again, you just want to scroll down and you want to fill out where it says step 2. And again, it is super important to be very honest with not only me, but yourself when you're applying for this. If you're super serious and you want to turn this into a full-time income, then obviously fill out the right questions. And if you want something that's just side income, you want a few extra $1,000 a month, well then obviously fill it out as so. Again, just a few simple questions. Obviously, I want to make $10,000 a month. I'm obviously super interested because I know that it's worked. And if you made it this far in the video, you clearly know that I have authority in the space and that I'm obviously proof of concept as well. And once you're done putting your first name, phone number, and email, obviously hit the I agree box, hit OK, and then put your location and age. And obviously the last thing you need to do is go to Instagram and you want to message me telling me and letting me know that you actually applied. Hope this video helped, and if you're still left with any unanswered questions, comment them down in the comments because I'm going to personally be going through it, and if you need any help or anything stands out, I'll just reply to your comment. Peace out. And just like that, that was my entire Faceless YouTube automation system that you now have and you can implement. But if you want faster results and you don't want to waste tens of hours trying to figure it out on your own, then you can apply to work with me one-on-one. And I have helped dozens of students, from people that have no experience to people that are already looking to scale their existing channels. It doesn't matter where you are, I can help you. And this video should have proved that. Anyways, the information I gave you in this video is more than enough for you to get started and still make a shit ton of money with Faceless YouTube. The only thing that matters now is you taking action and actually executing on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, comment the word loyalty. I'll go through and I'll like and heart some comments, and peace out.